What's going on with Kendrick and Drake now? Huh?
I guess we're gonna talk about it when it goes live.
Oh, damn, we can't warm up. Jeez.
Well, when you're talking right now, people can hear you, they just can't see you.
Oh,
So you can keep talking and just, worry about all this shit.
damn.
Seem like you just want to start and you want to talk about the topic before we even start the podcast. Go ahead. I mean, now the camera's going. You don't want to talk about it no more,
No,
huh?
I don't. I'm camera shy.
You camera shy.
Yeah, I'm camera shy. You know,
Since when did you get camera shy?
the minute you start talking shit.
Is that your concept? Whenever I say something, I'm talking shit now. So
Now I'm camera shy.
so when we start the countdown, shout out to Revenge. No, I don't want to argue. I'm just saying this is the type of shit I go through.
Oh,
This is what I go through though, Revenge. I
the-
send them the topics the day before. Like I have made it my business to start sending them the topics
facts.
the day before.
He does.
So they have all the topics.
He does.
Right? They have whatever I think would create, food for thought for everybody, right? So that's what the lunch table was all about, food for thought.
Okay, I didn't do my research. Okay, let's just say that then.
So then when I start the countdown, so I've been here this 20 minutes. I got here at 11:40. You didn't ask me
42.
one time.
11:42.
Sure. You didn't 11:40. You didn't ask me one time about the topics. So you wait until the countdown starts.
Well, I'll let you get in, get settled and everything.
So I was settled 18, 19, 20 minutes. We actually started 2 minutes late. So 20 minutes, and you wait until the
actually,
countdown
I asked
starts.
the question on time because we started 2 minutes late.
So
if you was on time, then I would have been right on time.
But so you wait till the countdown to start talking versus so we could talk in front of the camera.
I was going for an eternal time of, the time we start. My bad.
This is what I be going through.
What, being late?
No, this is what I go through. What I go through is just shenanigans.
Well, shout out to the lunch room.
The lunch table. It's just shenanigans.
Well, tables.
Squish, I'm telling y'all, man. People, Don been driving me crazy with this conversation. And it only could make me feel a certain way if I think somebody's intelligent enough, you know what I'm saying, to be mindful of what we're talking about. Does that make sense? No? Like, so sometimes I really think people know what I be talking about, and they just be like, I don't care. Like King right now.
I'm not going to disagree with you that people probably feel that way sometimes.
What, that think I'm crazy? I must think I'm the only one that didn't know.
At times, I thought you was crazy. Not today, but other times in the past.
Give me an idea of the times you thought I was crazy.
Now I got to try to think of incidents.
Sure, why not? This is what?
Because I'm not the kind of person that go back and think of incidents to bring up in the future for, situations like this. I let that shit go from moment to moment. That shit's over with.
If you thought somebody was crazy, you would let it go moment for moment?
I'll tell you in the future when you do something crazy, I say, nigga, that's crazy. I'll do that for you.
What's the craziest thing I ever said?
You should ask the lunch table that.
Okay, lunch table. What's the craziest thing I ever said? Because I see this all the time. If people like, man, your Twitter, what's crazy?
To expect, like you always say, some things you just expect. Sometimes I just expect you to say whatever the fuck you want.
But do you think I really say whatever I want? You don't think I can say something way better than this or way worse than this?
I think you strive to learn how to say things way better and get a better understanding of things.
What's the flattest thing you ever heard me say where you was like, damn, I can't believe he said that?
You talking to the lunch table, right?
All of y'all.
Oh, I'm finna say. Well, Coach could be able to answer that motherfucker real fast.
All of
Oh,
y'all.
look, and I said Coach too. That nigga walk right in. Hey, lock that door. Well, I lock it. You never do. I feel like my car is like in the barn.
What's up?
Squish now. Tell me, Squish.
Coach,
What's up?
the question is this: what's the craziest shit you ever heard Glasses say?
King definitely said he eats stale cat. That's what I'm saying.
No, we said Glasses saying something crazy, not me.
I don't know, man. Say a bunch of crazy shit all the time.
I don't think I really say anything crazy.
Nostradamus over there at the table in front.
Yeah, he says a bunch of crazy shit, man. That's a lot. This is a long ass list.
Can't even pick them, huh?
Yeah, it's a long list of crazy shit he said.
Give me one, for example.
What do I pick?
What did you step into?
No, man. This is actually it's hard because it's so easy.
Well, take your time so you can give a shout out on what show we on at least.
Tell me one thing, Revenge. Tell me the craziest thing that I've ever said.
Trap.
Yo.
No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time on No Ceilings by Glasses Malone. Hey, make sure y'all check that super chat. Make sure it's working. I think it should be. No, it ain't been working for the last 2, 3, 4.
That the super chat is
Hit
crazy.
me saying they trying to send super chats and it's not working. Again, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Episode dropping today. Me and Pete got cracking conversations while standing in the and self-checkout line. It was a really interesting conversation. It comes out in about 3 hours. Make sure y'all check that out. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, any podcast. You know what I'm saying? You want to. Any of them podcasts. No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Shout out to Daddy O. Glasses, ain't no black Americans, just Americans. Take is hot as fuck. Okay. I don't know how that's crazy, but let's just visit it. So if the reason people reference themselves as African American, like when Jesse and all them popularized that expression, they were saying it as a unified front to say they were an American. When you called yourself black, it was because you were saying that this void kind of was, it was a void in your heritage and history. So you didn't really want to call yourself American. That's why you called yourself black. Right? So to watch somebody say that they're a proud black American is ridiculous, because how could you be, first off, if you're American, you're a proud American, you wouldn't need to say you was black. You wouldn't need to make the separation. And if you were black, why the hell would you be proud of America throughout its history? Hence why there is no, like, if you're a proud black American, just say you're a proud American. You never hear a white man be like, I'm a proud white American. They say I'm a proud American. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. That's why I would never say I'm American, like, let alone black American. American is a legal term when it comes to nationalities. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the only time I would reference it. It's like, I would never call myself how could you be proud of this country and the way they treated black people? Like, where the hell do you get proud, and why would you claim this country?
What's wrong with you?
You know what I'm saying? No, that don't make sense. That just sound crazy.
No, I was just laughing at the lunch hour text I sent.
King.
You can't be racially American. You would be racially whatever that land is. Like, a race is, if race was a proven concept, right? It's Negroid, Caucasoid. They've already disproved race. So you definitely wouldn't be race by American. So you wouldn't even be indigenous to Americas. That wouldn't really make sense. Like that's why like Aboriginal people, like black people in Australia, don't call themselves Australian. They call themselves Aboriginal. Revenge. That's what the census say, Glasses. But I'm like, why would you be like? You don't know? You don't get what I'm saying? What I'm saying, like, you don't like what? You know what I mean? Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? No, you don't get it. No, y'all think I'm crazy, huh? That's just crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't really be saying nothing crazy. And like I get that all the time. I get that from people all the time. Like, you know.
You know what the craziest thing I heard you say was?
Trap, your phone tripping. I mean, your mic tripping.
Let me see. Let me see.
So, you know, I understand why people think I'm, you know, I speak a certain way. I don't really think so. I think it makes sense. But I don't know. Let y'all tell it. Anyway, we're gonna get this thing cracking since y'all make me think I'm crazy.
What was you trying to say, Trap?
Whatever you trying to say, Trap, is not coming through. Trap got to fix his mic. Oh, that's not you. I'm sorry, Trap. I'm sorry. Man, my bad, fool. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Trap didn't
All
realize
good?
his mic.
Yeah, we good. I'm sorry. I didn't have my interface on.
All right. So the
Hold on, I'm
craziest
sorry.
thing I
Damn,
heard
my
you
bad,
say,
fool. Oh shit.
the
Y'all
craziest
can hear
thing I
Trap.
heard,
Y'all not telling me nothing.
the craziest thing I heard you say was that self-destruction was a West Coast diss song.
Oh shit.
You heard me?
There we go.
Y'all can hear
Go
me?
ahead. Yeah, I got you on the big speakers. I'm sorry, dog.
I said the craziest thing I heard you say was that self-destruction was a West Coast diss record. That might be the craziest thing I
Okay.
heard you say.
Self-destruction was a
Was
West
a
Coast
West
diss
Coast
record
diss
is the
record.
craziest thing I've ever said.
That's the crazy thing I heard you say. Well, I guess it was the most surprising thing I heard you say. It might not have been the craziest thing. I heard you say a lot of other shit though too.
Let me read a line from one of my favorite rappers as a kid from New York. This is a specific line in the song. I'll never forget because I heard the line and I remember the line.
Well, Trap said it's not the craziest. He stepped back a little bit. He says it's not the
It was a
craziest.
line by
Right.
Kumo D, legendary member of the Treacherous Three. Took a brother's life with a knife as his wife. Cried because he died a trifling death. When he left, his very last breath was, "I slept so I watch your step." Back in the 60s, our brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gangbang?
Never ever ran from a Ku Klux Klan, but I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Now, from what you say is that y'all wasn't actually the first people who gangbang, right?
Well, I mean, let
Well,
y'all tell it at that time, we was the only gang members in the world.
so the spades didn't exist.
I don't think they reference themselves as
The
gangbangers unless y'all feel like.
the Decepticons didn't exist.
Are they gangbangers?
They was a gang.
Were they gangbangers? I would
What's
love
that?
for you to just please say this online.
So,
Just
so now, so now, so
as a
now a
Queens
gang.
brother.
So now a gang. What's the definition of gang banging?
Here we go.
We're not talking about sexually like that. We're talking about
No, I'm
physical.
just saying, here we go.
Okay.
You got to try to distance yourself between the East and West gangs now.
I'm just asking, what's the difference? I don't know what qualifies.
My
as
bad. I'm
gangbang.
sorry. You're right. You know, that wasn't a diss. That was a diss to Decepticons. Kumo D dissed the Decepticons.
I think there's anybody that was actually.
Look, you was thinking about that. You was like,
I think there's anybody. I think there's anybody that's actually involved in the gang culture.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, maybe I'm tripping. I never would have thought the Spades was gangbangers, but that's cool. I'm in.
What were they? What was Warriors? What was
No,
going on in
you're right.
What was
I'm
going on in
tripping.
Warriors? What was
You're
going
right.
on in Warriors?
That was a diss to the creators of hip hop.
What was King? What was going on in Warriors? What was Warriors? Was that a gang movie about gangs in New York?
Gangs in New York?
What was the movie Gangs in New York?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know there was gangbang. But you know what? I'm in, bro. I'm tripping because now we can finally stop acting like the West Coast started gangs or gangster rap.
No, y'all put the gang on the wax.
No, because it was already gangs
Yes,
of WAP.
yes,
PSK is gangs of WAP.
no. They
Yeah.
had that. They had that one thing. What was it called? It was called gang banging on wax or some shit. What was it called? What y'all was doing out there?
Shout out to Nisha 28. They don't go by colors. They wear is different. Gangs in LA don't go by colors neither, Nisha. That's like it's very, very like very shallow kind of take on what's happening. It's not really a color thing. That's like a movie. Like it can be, but it's not really. It's like, you know.
And
I mean, that's what he said, Ruffian TV.
That,
don't say glasses, come on, gangs and stuff. I could have swore they made gang banging an LA thing. So when he said gang banging, it would be pretty clear. But you know what he
I don't understand.
The creators of hip hop were gang bangers.
I don't. But what's like? Where's gang banging coming at though? Like what's the definition of gang banging?
I don't know.
If you in a gang and you actually having a conflict, you would call that gang banging, right?
No, I would just say you having a conflict.
Fuck out of here. I can go down another list of other shit you done said though too. But we can get into the topic. I'm turning my ring off.
I'm just saying, you know, but I'm glad to know the Black Spades were gangbangers. I really feel
I mean,
shout out to the big homies. Shout out to the big homies.
You said they was a gang.
They were a gang, but I didn't ever think they were gang bangers. But you know,
what's the definition of gang banging?
You said who?
What's the definition of gang banging?
I'm learning every day. Y'all telling me based off the TV told y'all.
You're an actual gang member though, so you got to tell me what gang banging is. I don't know what it is.
Really, gang banging is just everything you do. I mean, we don't call gang banging like if you have a conflict with somebody else. Like if you asking somebody where they from, that's not gang banging. We call that set tripping or hitting somebody up. So I would imagine gang banging is the verb of anything a gang member in Los Angeles does.
Not an act of violence.
Probably in the name of their community.
Or representing their gang.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I was thinking about that. But no, I had an interesting conversation with I had a really interesting conversation with some brothers in the gatekeepers group chat. And I had started the conversation with John. And it was a dope conversation. And I was explaining to him Drake had nothing to gain in the battle with Kendrick Lamar. Mike, what up?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it could have gained some culture cachet.
I told John he had nothing to gain.
You don't think so?
Nothing. I mean, maybe one or two people thinks, you know, hey, you know what, he can, but I think it's pretty common that everybody thinks Drake is a pretty phenomenal talent. Whether or not they agree with his records or into his records, you know he's a phenomenal talent. And I think the push for cultural cachet came when he beat Meek Mill. That kind of lifted him up in the culture to where, you know, he was able to kind of speak a little harder and people be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think within him taking if he would have won, say he would have won, it would have been more so looked upon like he stepped up to the battle. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like a champion defending his title. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point he was number one. People looked at him as being number one. So it was like, all right, now this opponent has come up, challenged me, and you know what I'm saying? So that's to say like a championship boxer doesn't benefit nothing by beating a number one contender.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
That's how many times you defended your title.
But he don't have title defenses. It's not built the same way.
No, I think
it's like this. Like the reason I kept telling Dot is no way he takes this battle is there would be pretty much it'd be the silliest thing he did. Like you don't, okay, I'm in the boxing. Coach is in the boxing. King half-ass in the boxing. You like a 10th in the
You'll
boxing.
talk about Manny Pacquiao last fight.
No.
More than rugby.
There's a fighter named David Benavidez. He fights in the light heavyweight division now. Yeah, he fights in the light heavyweight division, but he's a 3-time super middleweight champion. Undefeated guy. I mean, he's a really bad dude. He get busy, throw hands. I mean, he get cracking.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the actual number 1 contender, right, for Canelo's undisputed championship for a few years. Canelo never fought him because Canelo realized that there was nothing to gain at that point for the risk. It wasn't going to be his biggest payday. David Benavidez might not have been quite what he needed to be. There was no risk. The reward wasn't worth the risk.
You don't think Canelo lost a little luster though?
No.
From not fighting him?
No.
I feel like I feel like some people thought he lost a little luster from not fighting him. I think that was the fight that people wanted to see, and kind of like, when people go back to talk shit up, it's not really a lot that you can say about Canelo, but when people do talk shit about him, it's that he haven't fought Benavidez yet.
Yeah, but when it's said and done, that won't be the conversation. That'll just be the conversation of few.
They gonna talk about it. I mean, people gonna talk about it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, he never fought that Benavidez." I mean, you think they're never gonna fight though?
I mean, maybe when this is what I told Dot. I said, if he was smart, bro, he'd take the fight when it makes sense for him. Like if I'm Drake, I let everything come down and then wait till I need the moment.
But I see what Trap is talking about though, as far as him. Say Drake is the champ. I mean, I guess if you're gonna look at it like that, Drake's the champion and he fights a worthy opponent and beats him. You get more stripes for fighting a worthy opponent and beating, because the last guy Canelo just fought, the guy who ran for the whole fight. Well, I'm not gonna say he ran for the whole fight, but that's what people are saying. He ran for the whole fight, and he beat. We can't even remember his name. We don't remember that dude.
I know his name.
But if he would have, I mean, I know you remember his name, but the majority of the people don't remember his name. If he would have fought Benavidez in one, we all would have been like, "Oh, hey, Canelo just beat Benavidez." He would have got. What's the last real fighter that Canelo get props for beating?
I don't know, but again, we've talked about this with Bud Crawford a million times, and I keep telling you, he doesn't have really real fighters. He only had one real fight that we give him credit for.
Okay, so exactly, you just saying,
but it doesn't change that right now he's about to be in the biggest fight of his life for the most money he's ever made in his entire life against the guy we're talking about. So what's the point of taking the fight if it has no true deduction value? Right now, Canelo is about to make more money than he's ever made in his life.
And bro, this is the crazy thing about it. That's how I talk. You don't talk like that. Like this, I'm telling you, anytime we talk about boxing, this is what I be saying. He's talking about, they got to fight the fighters, and they got to, guys, is a real thing. You should fight, fight this. But now,
a crazy moment.
Maybe we might need to chalk this up on the list because.
Well, I think.
So you think that Canelo?
Context.
I mean, okay, because I see what my man Travis saying. Drake was a worthy opponent, and because I don't know if you heard when they asked Pusha why they don't think Drake went further with him in that battle. Why they ain't go song for song and song kept going? Because in my opinion, I think that Drake probably was like, "All right, this is not, this
that wasn't a worthy opponent.
Get me nowhere. I'm not getting no." But if you beat Kendrick,
it gets him nowhere.
I think we look at him differently.
Bigger. His record sales are no bigger. It has no effect on.
I think, like my man said, culture cachet.
Yeah, culture
like,
cachet.
We look at him like, oh shit, he dropped Kendrick off, man. He looked at as the undoubted king. Ain't no big three, it's only big me. Yeah, I think
you never heard nobody else say big three except one person who happened to kind of be scared to fight.
Yeah, true.
Nobody else said big three. That's just been something that only one rapper said that.
Not true.
Out of the 3 rappers, and then the general public who's trying to hold on to 3 people.
He coined it. He coined it that. Hold on. He coined it that. But it's always been a big 3 without putting the name Big 3 on it, though. It's always been Rakim, Kane, Cool G Rap, KRS-One, whatever like that. It's been Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. The 2000s kind of
New York shit. When the fuck?
No, that's been over there.
When the fuck was it Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas? When was
it
that?
Always been Biggie, Jay-Z. Yo, bro.
Don't do that, Trap.
Lyrically,
Don't get up here and
on
just
a
do that,
lyrical
man.
scale, on a
Yeah,
lyrical
he put him out
scale, it
Rushmore.
was
It ain't
Biggie,
never been no
Jay-Z, and
Biggie,
Nas.
Jay-Z, and Nas, nigga.
On a
Unless you live in
lyrical
New York.
scale, on a lyrical
wasn't it.
scale, it was Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Be on a
In New
lyrical
York.
scale. If you talking about record sales, and yeah, you could put Snoop
No, we
and
ain't
all
talking
that
about,
up
man. Hey,
there.
don't start
On
doing
a
that old weird
lyrical
ass record sale
scale,
shit,
on a
Trap.
lyrical
Tupac was
scale,
when was it Biggie?
on
What
the
year was it Biggie,
lyrical
Jay-Z, and Nas?
scale, it was Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas.
When
B.
was it Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas?
90,
What year?
96, 96,
When All Eyes on Me came
97.
out?
It wasn't on a lyrical scale again, I say.
Oh,
On a lyrical scale, yes. I'm not talking about
Trap, don't
song
make me
making.
end this podcast 26
I'm not
minutes in,
talking
dog.
about song making. I'm talking about on a
Trap,
lyrical
don't make me
scale.
end this
B.
podcast
come off a
26
water
minutes
diet.
in, man.
Come
Yo,
off a water
bro.
diet, guys.
Bro.
What the hell you talking about? Ain't no fucking Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, no fucking hip hop.
Who else
Trap,
rap
you need to
better
go get some
than
food,
Biggie?
Trap.
Yeah.
I ate last night, 1 o'clock.
you
1
back?
a.m.
Oh, you
And
back?
Jay-Z wasn't the nigga no
Go
96.
fast. I said 97, 96, 97, 98.
He wasn't a nigga in
On a
97.
lyrical scale, it was
Please
Biggie,
stop with that
Jay-Z, and
lyrical
Nas.
shit.
Yes, that's what it
Trap,
was.
I was right with you when you was
Fuck.
talking about the
This
Canelo.
is the shit.
When we
And
was talking about that
this
shit,
is where you
Hold
went.
on.
That's the
you
whole way
just
you
went
went.
crazy
Okay,
with
all
that.
right.
Sure, it was always the
Please
big
tell
three.
me-
I'm sure
please-
they was some nigga from New York. Go ahead until now.
Please tell me somebody that you would put in a lyrical scale above Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas from the time of 96 to 98.
Tupac.
Why we just saying lyrical scale?
That's what
That's not so.
that's
when,
what
when
the
I
It was
was
big
never
three
no
scale
big
from.
three.
Trap, let me ask you a
dog.
question.
It's mainstream lyrical skills.
That was not
Okay,
no big
but
three,
Trap,
dog.
let me ask you a question. When you talking about lyrical skills, when they were talking about the big three right now, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
This,
It was
this
the
nigga
man-
that was
Drake
more
was the-
skilled than them.
It can't be lyrical because Drake got ghostwriters.
So you think
Listen,
people was looking at Drake as one of the
So
most
Trap-
lyrical?
lyrical.
Trap, the fact,
Yeah.
look,
It
we've
can't
had this
be that.
conversation. I heard you
Yeah.
push that big three shit, and I keep telling y'all, man,
Yeah.
there ain't never been no big three. Pac
So it
was
wasn't-
spanking all that shit in 96. It wasn't no big three, nigga.
With record sales, B, he
Oh,
wasn't
he was
saying
spanking it
shit
all
that
with diss
was-
records,
record
lyrics,
sales
the
now.
biggest records, the
He
best,
was-
the best
He was the
everything.
record sale.
How you
Spanking
gonna
everything.
spank everything for with doing it for 1 year?
What do you mean? That means
You did
that
it for
none of
1
them
year.
niggas was no
For
three.
9 months. He did it for 9 months.
What do you,
He did it for 9 months. Name me something that came out in fucking 94 from him or
in
95.
95, he went double platinum.
Trap,
With
why
what?
you doing
But
this?
name me a verse. Name me a
Me
verse
against the world?
that was lyrical skilled.
Bro, when you keep saying lyrical skills,
What
it
about
can't be
the
based
old
off what
school?
you think lyricist is.
No, bro, I'm talking
Because you
but
don't
that's
know
what-
enough about English to be talking about lyrical
that's
skills to
what-
make it
no,
where
I
that's
know
your
enough
debate.
about hip hop though, bro. I don't give a fuck about the
When you keep
dictation
saying
what
hip hop
somebody's
trap,
saying.
all you saying to me is
I
what
don't read
we think is
Shakespeare
dope in
books,
New
B.
York.
No, that's what everybody thought, B.
No, we didn't think that. I'm
Hold on,
telling you, none of us thought
nigga
that.
didn't think Nas was one of them.
None of us thought that.
Okay.
You thought that. Y'all
Hey,
thought that.
Hey, Trap. Hey, just so we can hear this out loud. Tupac lyrically is bad, is what you're saying.
Yes.
No, I'm not saying that. Tupac's a great song maker, B. He's a great song maker. But when you put Tupac in there and so what, you go freestyle or do a freestyle verse. His shit ain't gonna be hitting like that.
Okay.
He make a great song, yeah. But bar for bar, his shit ain't gonna be hitting like that. Every time you go do a freestyle verse at Flex. The fuck Pac gonna be saying?
Trap, why do you do this?
Y'all niggas
Yeah,
is
he
bugging,
just
B.
started eating.
Trap,
You
hey,
can't
no,
help it,
Trap,
dog.
hey, Trap, you came out
can't
with
help
a
it.
great point, and
He
then you
didn't
just
never
went
have
crazy.
a great point.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
you just
All
went
right,
out of
cool.
line. You just went
Cool.
crazy.
You never had a great
Cool.
point.
Oh, he had a great point.
No,
So
He had
what
a
y'all
great
gonna
point.
tell me right now
He had a
is
good point.
Well, won't you finish this
so
point?
Tupac rap bar for
I
bar
don't
better
even
than
want to
Nas.
help him now because now he'll come back and say some crazy shit. Oh,
If
Tupac ain't shit. And like, why are we doing this?
Hypothetically, if you was to hear Tupac you hear all four of them freestyle. Who gonna have the best freestyle?
Bro. The fact that you
Pac.
keep doing that, bro. The
I'm
fact
good,
that you
I'm
don't
good. Move on,
realize that
move on,
everybody
move on,
else
move on.
thinks Pac is lyrical and can
Move
rap
on.
his ass
I
off.
didn't
and you
say he's
think
not lyrical,
again,
but
listen, I can tell you from a New York centric lens what you think.
what?
I can give you the New York centric lens.
What?
That's how you see it. I'm telling you, nobody else around the world sees it that way.
Bro, listen.
None of us in this room,
I can
nobody
play a
in the lunch
Tupac
table, nobody
freestyle.
in no other state.
I can play the Tupac freestyle from the Garden, B.
We've heard Tupac.
Shit
I've heard
was
Tupac
Bud
rap with
Studer.
Biggie. I never in my life thought to
Shit
myself,
was-
man,
shit
Biggie is
wasn't-
way better than Tupac.
Biggie was way better than him on that.
That's what you think.
Wait a minute, hold up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you Pac. Hey, Trap, on that shit when them niggas is rapping and shit, you thought Biggie was just way better than him on that.
I thought Pac wasn't the best one. I think Biggie was better than him on that.
Oh my god.
Just say that, man. God damn.
So that's why I'm
That's
saying.
it.
So no, there's never been no big three. It wasn't no big three now.
Yes, it
That's some
was.
loser shit to even say.
So
And that's
so
why
it
my
wasn't
nigga
Kane-
never
it
went
wasn't
down with no
Kane Rock
motherfucking
him.
big three. We ain't no
It
sharing no
wasn't Kane
motherfucking
Rock
life.
him and when the Kane Rock him and
Man,
G-Rap.
we ain't doing none of that,
Ladies.
nigga. We weren't even playing that shit. I keep telling you, keep talking about
It's
New York.
always been a big
perspective.
three, B. It's always been a big
It
three.
ain't
B.
never been no big three.
All right.
That's
All
some
right.
sharing shit. Nigga ain't sharing
All right.
nothing. Niggas cutting heads off. That's why heads is rolling down.
It's been a
Okay,
big
so
three.
hey, back to the other point. Maybe Drake was thinking that too. Maybe Drake's like, ain't no big three, nigga. It's
He ain't
big,
never
big
in
me.
life said it. He knew he was
I'm
the
just
one.
saying, maybe Drake was like, that's why I'm taking this battle. Maybe that's why he didn't really go all in with that Pusha T. He probably like, okay, well, I ain't even got to go here all the way
No,
with this.
he didn't go in
But
all
he
with
said-
that. There was nothing to gain with none of the battles for him. With
He
these two
said-
battles, he was already at his pinnacle of cultural cachet.
Okay, but one of the lunch table people said could have been by the better contract.
You don't battle for a contract.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
You know.
This ain't boxing. You don't battle for contracts.
So you don't think if he would have won that he could have
They was like, oh, you know what? You beat
beat
Kendrick Lamar in the battle. We should give you $1 billion. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
So it's
Not y'all,
possible.
nigga. Don't put y'all in there.
I'm just asking. That was a lunch
That
table
was a
question. I'm
crazy
just asking.
question.
No, hell no. The executive at Universal at Republic is not like, you won that battle, man. We got to get you this extra 100 million. The hell,
No,
why?
I'm saying we understand that Drake didn't say big three, but the fact that somebody thought, so look how revved up you are over this big three shit. Do you think that maybe Drake thought the same thing when he heard the big three shit? Like, wait a minute,
He was
nigga.
They've been saying
Ain't
that
no
shit. He
big
been
three.
putting belt. He been saying that shit the whole time. He been saying he number one.
And then when Drake, when he had a chance to go ahead and get at Kendrick, he was like, let's put this big three shit there.
He had
Because when Cole said big three, it was a bunch of niggas who was into that shit. They were like, oh yeah, big three.
That's
Big three.
because
They
these
got
niggas
that.
is friendly and sharing. Doc
Okay,
ain't never.
I'm saying.
First off, listen, stop saying.
Maybe
you-
Drake was like, I'm done with that
Drake
shit. I don't want
never
that.
was with that. Drake knew he was number one.
Okay, and then Drake knew it, but he probably said some of these niggas think it's a big three.
Then why he didn't
Let
spank? Then why he didn't spank Cole for saying it?
Well, first of all, Cole is too mature to get in that type of shit. He probably like, all right, we ain't gonna go down this lane. But soon as Dot jumped out there, he was like, oh, there we go. Now let me let y'all niggas know who the big one is. And he just felt the mission. But I think that was a noble try he put up. That was noble by him to say, I want to be considered the best rapper alive, and I got to go through Kendrick to do that.
Well, we know for sure in Drake's mind, he thought he was gaining something.
No, he didn't.
So wait a minute. So why you think he did it?
Because he's a fucking dumbass.
Nah, nigga.
Even the dummy could think they gaining something.
He think, yeah, exactly. Even if he think he
It's
gained something that didn't mean
it was
shit.
nothing.
Yeah.
Then at that point, you're not gaining anything. If you just have the perspective of wanting something, then there's nothing to
So
gain.
you think he just jumped in that battle and was just like, I don't give a fuck. I just
I
want
told
to do
Trap
this
how
shit.
the
Yeah,
nigga
I
got.
think he
I
just
told
got-
Trap how the nigga got in the battle.
How you getting
The
the
nigga entertained the battle. He entertained the thought. He was doing his thing on tour. He was acting like he wasn't. Somebody ghost wrote push-ups. He did a cover of it. Decided he wasn't gonna trip. The writer leaked push-ups, which is the first version of push-ups that came out. He saw the traction it was getting and couldn't help himself and put out a real version, and then found himself getting love for the record.
So why he didn't stop after that?
Because
Exactly.
then Kendrick came.
I know, but he could have
And then,
stopped.
well,
after
he could have
Kendrick
stopped.
did.
He started with Pusha. He just stopped.
No, he never put out a diss record to Push It.
I'm
He said some shit in the song to Push It.
okay.
Push It dissed
and
the
then,
shit out
and
of him.
then Pusha dissed him, and then he stopped, and he was like, I'm good. And why he didn't stop with? Why he kept going with Kendrick?
Because he's a dumb ass.
Okay, but
He
we
had
not
nothing
saying
to
we not
gain.
this ain't an
In
IQ.
his
This ain't an
mind,
IQ test.
He did not.
We
think
didn't say
there
if he was smart or
nothing-
dumb.
But that's
why
the
he kept
point.
going.
There is nothing to gain.
He in his mind, he has something. He thought he was gaining
I'm
something.
talking about the facts. He has nothing to gain. Everything he did, he was going to lose. Like, you put everything up. That's like Canelo. I understand why you didn't fight Benavidez. I understand why.
But see, you saying that's the fact. That's the facts to you. Like
I
in
mean,
his own, in Drake's own mind, if he don't give a fuck what you think, he in his own mind thinking like, all right, man, if I can gain this shit, in my mind, if I feel like I can drop him off, and it makes me the best,
And then what
that's what he's going
happens?
for, huh?
And what changes in his career?
Shit, I don't. In his own, it ain't, maybe it ain't got nothing to do with his career to him. Maybe it's just
So
about
if you
what
only-
he want to.
So ego is a poor man thing.
Well, maybe it was that. Maybe he was trying to be a man.
A lot of these
in his
niggas.
eyes.
I'm saying a
Maybe
lot of these
he thought he
niggas
was
got big
trying not to
egos,
be a
man.
punk or
A lot of these
something.
niggas got to their position because they got big egos.
Maybe
You
somebody
know what?
told me he
Don't.
was a
But you know
punk if
what?
he
But
didn't.
your ego at that point will cost you every dollar. Like you only need ego when you poor. When you get some money, money's supposed to replace your ego.
So
Hey.
he said, "Fuck it."
I'm saying, and then don't get me wrong,
He
dude.
ain't no
Like
punk, he got money.
hindsight is 2020. Yeah, the nigga probably should have bowed out. The nigga probably should have left this shit alone.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, but in his own mind, but shit, even when Canelo fight Terrence Crawford, or what does Canelo gain from this?
More money than he's ever made. In his
Okay,
life.
so he get but you act like Canelo would have never got. He not gonna get paid in the.
He wouldn't have got paid.
He probably wouldn't have got this many.
He
This
would
much
have never
money.
got this kind of money.
But say he lose this fight, what did he
It
lose?
Hold on, coach.
What does he gain?
I
The
said, what did he
money.
lose?
Hold on, coach.
He
No,
lose
no,
a lot.
You know what he gained? The money.
Do you think
I said,
Canelo
what he
really
lose?
needs this money?
Yes.
No, Canelo need this money.
Is you really think Canelo needs this money?
Okay, if you had
Or
20
is
million,
this payday this
so
big?
if you had $20 million and somebody offered you $100 million, do you need it?
I don't need it. I
Sometimes
want
it's
it.
against my integrity, and I can't.
I want that money. I don't need it.
It ain't no
I'm not gonna
attack.
need
That's
it.
not what I look.
You said yes. What you asked me? You said, do I need it? No, I don't need it. But I'm gonna go get. Especially in my mind, if
Listen,
it's an easy lick.
If
Like
I lose,
Canelo think this is probably gonna be easy, so he's like, all right, cool.
It's easier than David Benavidez for probably 3 times the money.
You remember what? No, you
so
remember what happened
happens
with?
to Canelo
No, you
if
remember
he
what
loses
happened with
to
Canelo?
Crawford?
You remember what Canelo said
What
about
happened?
Crawford at first? He said he didn't want to fight Crawford because he gains nothing from this. That's exactly what he said.
And you know what
He said,
happened?
I
And you
gain-
know what
I don't gain shit from
You know
this.
what happened? Till he gained the money.
And then they put that money. Yeah, they put that money to where he
You
couldn't
know
turn
what
it
was-
down.
you know what
But
was
in his
it?
own mind, Canelo is the nigga who's fighting for
Money.
legacy,
No.
for pride. Yes, and
No.
then they put that. Then they put a lot of bread in his face. He said, "All right, I guess I'll take
Canelo
this
has
shit."
always fought for money. All of these guys fight for money.
So if Canelo
lot of-
loses, what happened to his reputation?
Nothing. He's the first battle Hall of Famer.
He
Man,
don't lose his money potential no more. Or nothing?
What potential? He's at the end of his career.
Oh,
He's
okay.
been fighting professionally for 20
Hey,
So
years.
this is his going out song right
it's
here.
it's
Maybe,
prize fighting.
maybe
A lot
not.
of these niggas doing it for money for sure.
So you
But
always
it's
get
other
the
shit
most
that goes into
prize.
these fights though too.
Well, at least you're fighting a first battle Hall of Famer in exchange for that. That's already a surefire first battle Hall of Famer in Bud Crawford. And somebody that's coming up in weight, so there's an advantage of weight, and you get paid probably the most money, twice the most money you've ever made in your life.
So
That's something to gain.
Do you not? Okay, let me ask you a question.
I agree.
Do
with
you
I
not
agree.
think that Drake looked at Kendrick as Canelo? I mean, as Crawford.
Okay, where's his double the money?
Well, okay, so all this. You don't think this? You think he didn't make no money from these diss tracks?
No.
No, not in
die.
streaming,
Not more
None-
money
none
than
of
he
that.
ever made on nothing. He actually
He didn't make no money from this.
none of
They
these
didn't make
records are
money
number one
fast.
records. He's not booking shows from this. He was already booking the biggest shows. He was already booking.
And let me
arenas.
ask
He
you,
was already booking
if
the
he
biggest
won,
shows.
if he won, what would happen?
There was nowhere else to go.
If he won, now he becomes the de facto king of.
He's
of
already the
rap.
de facto king of rap.
No, he
Not no more.
no, not no more.
He
Yeah,
was
exactly.
already the de facto king of rap.
he become the de facto king of rap to the people who he want to be king to.
No, he's
He
not.
was he was not the king to the streets. He was not the king to the streets. He beat Kendrick. He's the king to the streets now. That's what Drake
That's not
wanted. He
true.
want to be king to the streets.
That's not true.
Why not?
Because that's not his
Why
problem. His
not?
problem.
And you see what happened when he beat Meek Mills? A lot of street niggas start turning they thoughts on Drake. Like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, hold up. This nigga's kind of
That's all. That's all you ever needed.
little up.
That was always it. That was all you ever needed.
Was that right there?
Beating
That's
Kendrick is different. Is a little different than beating Meek Mills.
It's not gonna be nothing when you already
Kendrick
beat.
a little different than beating Meek Mills.
It's already where you at. There was nothing to gain, man. The people who not gonna fuck with Drake based off of his history is not still. Even if he wins Kendrick, let's say he gets 30,000 more people to believe in him. It's not gonna change his shows. It's not gonna change nothing.
Yeah, you keep saying shows and shit.
Because this is a business.
What we talk about? Yeah.
Wow.
Nick,
Wow.
Wait a
Why you
minute,
getting
hold
upset?
on.
I'm
And
not
it's
getting
and
upset.
it's yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He getting mad. He getting emotional. But look, hey, stop, man. You right. It is a business. I agree with you. But for somebody who just not super, dude, you act like you take everything business, like us business.
Trav,
You
I
don't
gotta put
move
my
like
tennis
everything
shoes
is a
on.
business all the time because you a
We're
real
talking
nigga.
about
You a
what did
regular
he have.
nigga.
So at the point,
Regular niggas don't everything business. We give a fuck about. We do
He's
have
not-
pride. We do have a little ego.
but we only have that because we don't have other things. Like, you ever seen the episode of Boondocks
Why you
when they
think
were talking
niggas only
about?
have that because they don't have
every
other things?
episode.
Let me ask you a question. You
Okay,
ever seen
go
the
ahead,
episode of the Boondocks where he was saying, "Hey, you know, a nigga moment,"
Yep.
and then a white person comes and he was like, "What'd you say, bitch?" He's like, "Oh, I don't have to do this. I'm white."
Yeah.
Like, that's the point. There was nothing to gain for him. He gains nothing. Like, you right. He gets a couple more niggas like, man, he could really rap. Man, that nigga could rap. He was already in position culturally. Like, his cachet was great. He was able to say he was spinning blocks when he didn't never have to spin no blocks. He was already where he was at culturally.
Nah.
He was already selling out the biggest venues. He already had the biggest records. He already had the greatest exposure in the music business.
That nigga was
everything.
That nigga was if culturally he wanted to be there at niggas always want what they don't got. He was culturally where he needed to be as far as a pop artist. He was not the rap artist that he wanted to be. That's why that nigga be doing all this weird. That's why he go back and forth between being a lover boy and goddamn street.
I got a question for you, Glasses. Has Drake really done anything big with a West Coast artist?
Yeah.
Who was that?
YG.
YG.
Kendrick. He got big records with a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
Telling you, man, that nigga thought
So he had keys at one time.
Keys to nothing, nigga. Like
Listen,
that nigga.
When that man beat Meek Mill culturally, he went to the pinnacle for a pop artist. If he beats Dot in a battle, he gains nothing more. Like, it's gonna be so minimal because wherever you needed to, the reason people culturally, when it comes to street urban culture, doubt him is based off how he grew up and how he talks. It's not going to be a battle that's going to fix that completely.
So you think beating Meek Mills is the same as beating Kendrick?
I'm telling you, it's not the same for him because beating Meek Mills meant he got access to cultural cachet.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't want access to it. He want to be the king.
It'll never happen through a rap battle.
Hey, that's what he thought. He might have thought that.
Which
if I beat Kendrick, I am that nigga.
So again, which is why I'm saying
exactly.
But you saying what he thought, and I'm telling you that's not how it worked. Which is why I keep saying the fact is he had nothing to gain.
Okay, so
the fact is he's not gonna change like 26 mind, right? Like 26. He's not gonna ever see Drake different. It don't matter what he did in the battle.
Like you say, he's a dummy, but he was thinking, like.
But why?
And I don't believe that's what he thought either way.
Why you don't? Okay,
he
so
had to be thinking something because he jumped out there.
Or maybe he just wanted that nigga head. That sounds crazy. Or maybe he just wanted his scalp. Like maybe he just wanted to trap.
That sounded crazy.
Maybe he just wanted to take Kendrick out. Maybe they've been doing this little for a long time, and he was just like, it's time. It's time for me to go ahead and bump him up out of here.
And it's gonna do what? Your shows are not gonna get bigger. Your contract's not gonna get bigger. Your records not gonna get bigger.
But why you keep thinking like that though?
Because why the fuck else are you doing this?
Because I'm saying maybe he just wanted to do it. Maybe this is something
because it's hip hop, bro. It's because it's hip hop. You can't turn down some shit when a nigga come at you and
turn down shit all the time. Stop with
the bullshit. Bro.
He turned it down and put out his biggest album. Stop with the silly shit.
No, we don't. Listen, bro.
You didn't take one notch from Biggie after he turned down the face. Stop
lying. He came out and said, nigga died. The nigga died. Nigga, what are you talking about? What you go after the nigga died?
What do you need? 7 months?
Yo, bro, the nigga went after the nigga on the fucking Busta Rhymes song. You went after the nigga on that shit, then the nigga died.
He went after him on a Busta Rhymes song. What are you talking about, Trap?
And the nigga died.
What are you, Trap? He didn't. He said he wasn't gonna diss him.
Bro, they have clips of the nigga going
Trap,
after
you talking about him subbing the nigga. The nigga made a whole song.
No, they didn't.
Stop with the bullshit.
They didn't sub him. He went straight directly at him.
Trap. Stop with the bullshit.
But hold on. If a nigga come out and make lies up about some situation, hold on, bro. Hold on. We're gonna get to shit right now. If a nigga come out and make up a whole fucking lie about I set you up and did this, and made a whole fucking spectacle about on some lying shit, I'm supposed to go at you? Nigga, you lying, nigga, you corny. Fucking you making a lie, nigga, you know who robbed you, nigga? Fucking shit I robbed you for. You know what?
You talk about some shit.
I'm supposed to come out and say I robbed you?
Said hip hop and diss records, this, that, and the third. Now you said what the context of the diss record is.
But you said you brought up Big. You brought up Big just now.
You said Big did not get into a rap battle and nobody cared.
You said why Big didn't respond. I'm not responding to fucking lies.
Trap.
Not responding to lies.
Trap.
Nigga lied.
No likes. You keep talking like that.
Trap. I need you to start making your points without dissing Tupac though.
Can't help it.
No, that's what he did though.
Don't get no likes.
That's what he did.
I'll be right with you, and then you be like,
that nigga lie glasses.
Get off that shit, like man, come on, dude. Like,
that man ain't lie.
Why you don't like?
I know. Okay. Likes? Damn, Trap.
Come on, Trap. You gotta stop. You gotta stop hating on the West Coast. You gotta stop hating on the West Coast, Trap.
Glasses said the nigga ain't from the West Coast.
They don't know nothing else.
Glasses said the nigga ain't from the West Coast.
You said what?
Glasses said the nigga ain't from the West Coast.
Although you
No,
said
but
Classic
that-
wasn't from the West Coast. So.
No. He said
Come on,
Tupac ain't from the West Coast.
Listen, yes, he could have avoided the battle, just like he avoided the fucking Meek Mill battle. Excuse me, he avoided the Pusha T battle. Yes, he could have, and he should have. There was nothing for him to gain.
Definitely
from
should
it.
have. Definitely should have.
There was nothing to gain for him. It's not worth the risk of the battle. It don't make no sense. It was always a bad idea. There's no way. If I knew in my mind, I'm like, you know what? He'd be stupid to take this battle. It just wouldn't make no sense.
I get. Hindsight is it make you look like a
No,
genius. You look awesome right now.
No, not in hindsight.
But if
In
that
real-
nigga would have dropped Kendrick off, man, we would have been having a whole different talk right now.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, we would have.
No, we wouldn't.
We have a whole. It'd be different.
There's nothing
A whole different
going
talk out here
to
now.
be said. There's
Be a whole
nothing
different
to
talk
be
right now.
said. He's not going to go into a bigger show. It's already the biggest show.
Hey,
It's
man.
already the biggest records.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think a majority of Kendrick fans like Drake?
Everybody liked
That's
the
a great
records.
question, actually.
Yeah, everybody
That's a
liked
great
the
question.
records. Like everybody liked the records. Some people don't like the records, some people, but listen, man, Drake was the biggest artist in history making rap songs.
Okay.
He was doing the biggest venues. He had the biggest looks, the biggest records. The motherfucker had 11 or 12 or 13 number ones.
Okay, I got some more questions with this. So if Drake would have beat Kendrick, do you think Drake could have took some of Kendrick's fan base?
No.
They would have said fuck Kendrick.
No,
Like some of Drake's fans are saying fuck Drake because of Kendrick.
no.
Hey, somebody made a great point. Hey, it was worth it to Drake. That is it. That's what it was. It was
But y'all
worth it to
saying it was
Drake.
worth it, then that's why the truth is that he wasn't working, right? Is that he's doing all of this because it wasn't worth it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. So you said if a nigga talk shit to you online, you will blow his picture up, and if you find that nigga on the streets, he's getting his ass whipped.
I'm gonna punch him in
Exactly.
his
You gonna
face.
punch him in his face.
Yes.
And everybody sat here was like, nigga, why? Why are you doing this? And we don't get it. But it's worth it to you.
Is that
Yes.
a crazy moment?
That might and
I'm still
let me
looking
put
for
that on
crazy
my
moments.
yes for my
I'm
crazy
still looking
thing you
for
said
crazy
too.
moments.
That's my thing also.
Okay, I'm looking for
But
crazy moments.
so but it's worth it to you. We don't get it. I don't understand the shit. I'm confused on why you would do that.
But guess what? I'm not gonna do if he whooped my ass.
Call the police.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
for
cry,
sure.
But
But we're not talking about that though.
But again, you're saying what's something worth? I'm telling you the value outside, right? If I punch somebody in their fucking face, I throw away everything. I'm willing to risk the gamble.
that nigga was willing to.
Listen, no, he's not.
Well, okay. Well,
That's the problem. See, that's the
no,
difference right there.
no,
That's the difference.
Because I don't think that the nigga ain't going in thinking about losing and shit. Now, yeah, okay. After he
I go-
lost,
if I
after
punch
he
a nigga in
lost,
the
he act
face,
like a
I'm
Jew-
thinking about
After
losing.
he lost, he act like a Jewish woman.
He was
Okay,
a
yes.
Jewish woman
He
before
turned
the
into a
shit
Jew.
started.
You got him saying
Thank you, thank you.
You got him saying
Hey,
woman
I said
now.
based off
He
what
turned
you
into a
said.
Jewish woman right after a
You
loss.
got him
I'm with you on that.
saying
He didn't turn into one.
But when the battle started happening, that nigga said, I'm blowing this. When he heard the shit, he thought, I'm blowing this nigga picture up, and I see that nigga on the street, I'm bombing on him. And he tried it. The nigga just, Kendrick slipped and came back with the ooh-op. Nigga, that's just what happened. But just like, hey, some niggas think
You're
sometimes
missing-
it's worth it to you.
But you're missing the point. The difference is if I punch a nigga in his face, I'm okay with whatever happened to me.
That's true.
No, that's true. Because that's
Okay,
not true.
That's true for you.
You gonna walk right
But
into
that's
this
but
trap
that's
he
why
said no.
but that's why I'm
He set
saying
up a
that's
trap.
And
why
I'm about
it's
to
worth
jump
it.
over that
Here we go.
motherfucker and look at him like, oh,
I
that's
see
right.
the trap
But that's
coming.
why
Ain't
it's
no
worth
trap.
it. The worth it part is whatever happens is okay too.
And that's not what Drake did when he
That's
lost.
why it was never worth it.
There it goes.
Okay, but it was
He
worth
had nothing
it.
to
It was
gain.
worth it to him.
So if
No,
he
it
would have
wasn't.
never if he would have never
worth
sued
it to him.
him in court, would have been different thinking.
Yes, because that means at that time the battle would have been worth it to him. Whatever he gained from winning or losing
He
was
lost it
worth
with
it.
the
Winning
court
was
case.
worth it to
He
him.
lost it with the court case.
Winning was worth it to him.
That's what you said. He lost it with the court case.
Nah, man.
More than that.
No.
He would have won.
No.
if he didn't
No.
sue.
What G is trying to do? He's trying to because my point was too good. He had to go back and try to figure out. He quick on his feet and he went to how he acted after he lost the battle. But we ain't talking about after he lost the battle. We talking about before. Yeah, we can talk about hindsight. Yeah, the nigga turned into
not
a
hindsight,
Jewish
bro.
woman after the battle. But at the time of the battle,
You know what
it
Canelo,
was worth it for him. It was worth it to him to take the battle.
I agree
If
with you.
Cane-
In
but that don't make no,
Drake's
that's
mind,
not
he thought
true.
something was worth it.
No, it wasn't. Y'all again,
Drake's mind,
y'all
he
keep
thought
saying
that.
that, bro.
In Drake's mind,
You
he thought it
know,
was
you
worth
know
it.
why it was
I
never
agree with you.
nothing worth it? Because it was nothing tangible. And that's what he realized at the end. But which is
I
crazy.
think he was hurting his feelings at the end. That's why he sued.
No, it's not even just that.
Because it
It's
was
more
hurt
than that. He's
feelings.
trying to protect business.
That nigga Drake turned into a Jewish white woman after the battle was over.
No, he
He
started
said,
as one.
"Oh, wait a minute, I got my butt whipped. I gotta go
Do something.
tattle." Yeah, he went to go
Which
tattle.
Which is why it wasn't worth it.
I'm telling you,
I agree. In
before-
hindsight,
Every
it was.
fight
in
you get
hindsight,
in,
like I said, in
it's not,
hindsight,
it's
we
not
can
in
go.
hindsight.
I
If
agree.
you get
Yeah,
in
in
if you don't
hindsight.
get into
In
a fight
hindsight, it's
thinking
well
you
worth
can
it.
lose, if you don't get into a
Hindsight,
fight,
like
it's
that.
not hindsight.
It's
So you
hindsight.
knew he was going to
GG.
sue if he lost.
It's hindsight. So yeah, exactly. You act like before the battle happened, he was
knew
like,
he was
"Hey,
gonna
I'm gonna
sue.
take this battle, and if I lose, I'm
gonna
suing.
sue.
I'm suing if I
Let
lose
me
this
tell you
shit."
something. If I go punch somebody in the face that says something about me on Twitter, I'm considering that I could lose a fight.
Oh, okay. I think I know where he's going with this. Okay, hold on. So you think Drake picked a fight with Kendrick just so he could sue Kendrick?
No.
Hey, but that's how G get you.
You
G
know-
get you. He trying to help him out. He looking for shit. He grasping for straws because G out here.
I'm trying to
He
figure
out
out
here.
his thinking.
You know how niggas be drowning and he just be doing this shit trying to stay
I'm
above
trying to
water. This is
figure
what
it
G
out.
doing right
I'm
now.
sending him a
G
life
trying to figure
jacket.
out how to stay above water with this argument he got going on. Like
is
I
you
don't
saying that
understand.
he
Like
picked a fight because he knew he was gonna sue him if
he
he
can't
lost?
just can't admit
Let me
that
ask-
Drake.
let me ask you-
That
let me ask you a
Drake
question.
was that Drake.
Let me ask
You
you-
can't just
okay.
admit that Drake.
hits him,
You
he
can't just
sue
admit
him.
that Drake did some stupid shit. He did some dumb shit. It was
Let me ask you a
dumb.
question. Did Kendrick have something to gain?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
What did he get?
I don't think
The
he
got
throne.
he
The
got
throne.
He got
Hold
the
on.
throne.
I don't
Exactly.
think Kendrick was
He got the
looking
throne.
to gain anything in the beginning. I don't think Kendrick took
So
it
that
as
means
what
who
I'm
had the
gonna
throne
gain.
first?
Bro,
Them
you
three apparently was sharing it.
turn, you
To
can't
people.
turn
That's
down
one thing I
fights,
agree. I don't
man.
think Kendrick was looking to gain anything when
Okay,
he started.
but I see where you're going, G. Drake did have the throne. You're right. Drake did have the
So
throne.
guess what he has to gain?
I get, but why you keep saying he had nothing to gain?
That
If
works.
I have the heavyweight belt and I take on a
If
great
you do
competitor,
something in your
I
mind,
gain. They gonna say like,
What do
But
they
Drake
say?
didn't
What do
have
they
to
say?
get your
And
opponent
still,
no, they don't. They gonna
champion.
contact you.
no, they not gonna
That's
contact
why
you.
they're gonna say and still.
No,
And
they
still
go,
the champion.
but they go look at your
Champion.
opponents. If you go fight what that boy name Glass Joe, if you go fight Glass
Stockton.
Joe and beat him, they're gonna be like, yeah. But if you go beat up Bob Bull, they're gonna be like, oh, that nigga just beat up Bob Bull. Like it's a difference in
ain't that,
They
opponents.
need to bring a new Mike Tyson punch out. They need to bring
I
a new
know that he's funny though.
This ain't that, coach. He's the champion. He's a champion. There was no big reward in winning the fight. There was
Bro,
no even small
and
reward.
still.
It's
That's what you gotta hear. You
dude,
gotta
it's
hear that
for
He
right
you.
was
there.
the biggest shows. He has the biggest shows, the biggest records in the world, the biggest everything. There was nothing to gain.
He had
He had cultural cachet that he didn't have to earn through the way everybody else earned it. He got it
So-
through a rap battle from
so-
beating somebody from the culture. Again,
So-
so you have everything already.
So you think he got greedy?
So what did
No,
so hold on.
I don't think his intentions was to ever do the battle. I
Hold
think
on.
he thought about it for a second. I think he got somebody to write a record. I think them people leaked the record out. He saw the love the record was getting and was like, fuck it, and put out the real version of the record and pulled the ghost written record back.
You said, do you think he
All
got
right.
greedy? That would be crazy. We never seen no greedy Jewish people before.
All right.
Well,
You
So
can't say that.
what
Oh,
so
man.
what did J. Cole lose by apologizing?
Sorry,
Hey, I'm glad it's
My
not me
apologies.
getting that button canceled.
Say that
today.
again.
my apologies.
So what did J. Cole
Never
lose
won.
by apologizing?
Cultural cachet.
Mm. So now if Drake wouldn't have responded to the like that, he wouldn't have lost that too.
Nothing.
Mm.
Nothing. Because his career is not funded by cultural cachet.
Well, I did say like as the battle went on, I did say, yo, then Drake should never even responded. I said that. I was the first one to say that though. While all that, I said he shouldn't even respond. He should just chill. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have laughed at the shit and left the shit the fuck alone.
Why?
Because he lost so much by even partaking in the shit though. You know what I'm saying? And I understood that the amount of respect he would have probably lost could have been easily regained it back, and people would have forgot about the shit. You know what I'm saying? People forgot about it.
When you
I did
when
say
you
that,
come
though,
up,
but
when you
when
come up,
you a
the way
winner,
we
though-
come up, when you come up, forgive me, Chap. I don't mean to cut you.
Yeah, you good, bro. You good, bro.
When you come up the way we come up, we don't have money, so we use ego and pride and reputation. That's our everything in street urban culture.
Currency.
That's our complete
Mm-hmm.
currency. It's how we earn. It's how we attract women. Is everything to us, right? Your reputation. You know, all of those things, ego and pride fuel reputation, right? How you carry yourself. That's normally how hip hop artists are propelled into a space. right? That's the fuel, right? It's like that rocket that took off today. That's what propels a rocket in outer space. Drake was not propelled by that into outer space. Drake was propelled into outer space without any cultural cachet, just actually making really good records and the connection to a label, right? Even everybody that seen Drake when he first came out thought Drake wasn't that type of guy.
Hey, Drake was the all girls trip on Bezos shit. Trap understand what I'm saying.
Everybody
Shit was fake.
Again, so him using a platform to launch, he didn't need cultural cachet. The nigga was in outer space without cultural cachet.
What if he wanted it? Maybe he didn't need it. What if he wanted it?
Nah, he did.
But that's the point, coach. This is what I'm saying. When he fought Meek Mill, right? When he battled Meek Mill, right? That got him more cultural cachet than he ever needed. Ever. Like he gained so much off the Meek Mill battle because he had no cultural cachet before that. It was to the point where if a rapper got slapped by another rapper or a rapper got pissed on by another rapper, a hip-hop artist, we would have fucking discarded him from hip-hop. We'd have been like, oh no, that nigga's a buster.
It's a fact.
Okay.
But we never looked to Drake for that. Even to the point personally where I felt like, why would y'all do that to that dude? That dude ain't on that type of timing.
Yeah, but you keep saying that shit. But this might be a Drake thing. You saying what you feel and what you
listen
think.
to what I'm saying.
I'm listening to the shit.
I know, but just keep listening.
I don't want to keep listening to that shit, man. If you're gonna keep saying that shit, like you can't keep saying keep listening. Okay, go. What else? Go. Because you keep saying what you think and what you saying and all that kind of shit. But if this simple fact that it might just boil down to Drake just wanted to do that.
But you're missing the point of why I said he had nothing to gain. So even if he thought so and then he realized he was wrong, again, I'm going to triple down while I'm telling you I was right in the beginning when the word got to him.
Okay. You're saying he had nothing to gain because you're just discarding what he give a fuck about.
No, he discarded what he gave a fuck about.
After hindsight, man.
Not
you keep saying
hindsight.
Yes, he
never
hindsight.
gave a fuck about it.
So, Glasses, what the fuck are you talking about? Then why would he battle? Why would he be in it?
Ego and pride, confusion, forced. That's what I keep explaining to you how the battle happened.
So you think he was forced into this battle?
J. Cole got forced into the battle too.
J. Cole? What the fuck? J. Cole didn't battle shit.
Yes, he did.
Who? Where?
When?
What?
You forgot
Why? How? What the fuck are you talking about right now? Who?
You forgot he put out the diss records and start crying, apologizing on
what
stage.
What the fuck? That ain't no battle, nigga. That's not called a battle. The fuck we talking about right now? You got to battle the battle. That's how you know he wasn't forced into it.
You got to throw a punch to fight.
Huh?
No, I was saying he said he got to throw a punch to fight, huh?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, guys talking about he got forced to a battle. How you get forced to a battle if you just say, I don't want to fight. I'm good. That ain't no forcing. He stepped out when he wanted to.
No, he didn't. He thought about it. He got forced into the battle, bounced off of public, people around him telling him what to do, telling him what he had to do. And then he realized this ain't what he wanted to do. So Cole is somebody who did get forced into a battle. Drake even got, like I'm telling you,
he didn't have no
the
battle.
Song leaked. You saying he didn't have a battle.
He
didn't have a battle because he pulled back the diss records, took them offline and apologized.
So he didn't get forced to no battle.
You're missing the point. To putting out diss
battle.
records, period. Coach, you don't have to be semantics. Like, it don't have to be semantics. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's not. I hate when you do that shit. Now it's not semantics.
He was straight up semantics.
Yeah, exactly. This nigga's a semantics king, and now all of a sudden it don't have to be semantics.
Because now you asking like it was a back. Well, personally, it was a back and forth. It actually was a back and forth. Since you being a dick and you talking about semantics. Dot diss him, he diss Dot. Dot diss him.
Wait a minute. What did Dot say? What was it diss?
He said, ain't no big three. Nigga, it's just big me.
That ain't
none
no
of that
diss,
shit.
nigga.
That is a diss.
This ain't no diss.
That's saying you not on my level, nigga.
That ain't no diss.
It is
that
a
ain't
diss.
no diss.
Then why you think J. Cole dissed him?
That ain't diss.
Then why you think J. Cole dissed him?
J. Cole dissed him because J. Cole was being competitive. He said,
What
okay.
he wasn't being
That's what he did.
competitive.
He said he heard the big three. Is this big me? And he was like, all right, we competing. We have a little lyrical warfare.
Then he thought
about it. He was like, you know what? I don't even want to go down this road with my boys.
Shit about this nigga the whole time.
It's like watching real life battleship right here.
The fact that, and I hate that you think that this is.
You guys right here.
All I'm saying is, G, you're wrong. You're just wrong, man.
If I'm wrong, then why is he doing everything to say that I'm right?
Nigga, this is.
I ain't been wrong this whole time with this whole battle.
This is hindsight.
I ain't been wrong with this. It's not hindsight.
This is what
I told you.
You're wrong now, nigga. You're wrong now.
Not even now.
Now you're wrong.
Not even
wrong now,
nigga.
nigga.
Hindsight.
You're wrong now,
told you what he's gonna do after the
Nigga, you're
battle.
wrong now.
Well, how
you're
am I
wrong
wrong
now.
if he's showing you it's not worth it?
Hindsight, nigga.
It ain't
So
hindsight.
Before he took the battle, that nigga, He didn't come into the battle, G,
Yes, he
saying
did.
that he was going to sue if he lost.
How do you know?
So how do you know when the
'Cause I
battle
told you
initially
he
started?
wasn't
When the
hip-hop.
battle initially started, how do you know he just
'Cause I
didn't want it
told
for
you
doing
he was not
he didn't want to
hip-hop.
do it just for the cultural cachet?
I just told you why it happened.
Why?
I just told you why the battle happened.
That ain't why the
I
battle
told
happened.
you why he was saying he
just
wasn't gonna
blurted
put
out
out
some
this
shit.
record.
That ain't why it happened.
Well, I mean, he was posting on the
That ain't
story.
why, that ain't why it happened.
I know.
The
The whole time you keep arguing
the nigga
this.
wanted cultural cachet.
He
The
didn't.
nigga wanted to jump into this battle.
There was none.
That nigga wanted some.
There was none.
He wanted to battle.
There was no more.
Obviously, he wanted to battle, nigga.
And he was wrong. He didn't obviously want to battle.
5 songs in, he was still being forced. Why J. Cole didn't go 5 songs in if he was being so forced into this battle?
Guess what? He got smart. He got smart. He realized he didn't want that smoke.
You know, because it's not because he wasn't forced.
Oh, he was forced.
Because he wasn't forced.
Other than that, he wouldn't apologize.
That's why he backed out. He just said, you know what, I'm no.
No.
He even
said he was pressured.
Maybe he was forced to apologize.
He said he was
forced to apologize.
People even say that. People say Schoolboy Q called him at the show and said,
maybe he was forced to apologize. Maybe
this.
that's what it was. Maybe he wanted to battle too. But then they forced him to apologize. Maybe he was forced to apologize.
Sure.
Why you can't just admit that Drake just said, dude, I wanted to battle this nigga. I wanted to battle him.
He didn't say that.
Why you just can't admit that?
It's not,
I wanted
to
fade.
Been battled him.
Nigga, sometimes a nigga want to scrap.
No.
Sometimes a nigga want to fight.
Guess what you got to be okay with if you want to scrap?
Losing.
Okay, but and like
That's
I
the
said,
difference.
that's hindsight.
No, not hindsight.
That's hindsight.
If you walk into a
Because
fight not knowing you could lose a fight, which you had just lost a fight to Pusha T.
Did he lose? Did he sue him?
What do you mean?
Did he sue?
He got his record took down.
Okay.
That's why he didn't sue him.
Okay, so
But then
he
he
didn't
come
sue.
back and beat Meek, though.
He told Interscope the same
Didn't he come
thing.
back and beat Meek after Pusha?
No, Meek was first.
I think
Interscope
Meek
the
was
same
before Pusha.
thing. He said, hey, take this record down or I'm going to sue you.
Okay, so
Did he? Did he say that?
Paperwork.
What? What you say, Trev?
That's in the damn paperwork.
I ain't know he said that.
He sent cease and desist about the record and said, pull this record down and had a lawyer sent it or threatened legal action.
I thought it was slowed down because it was on the what's
Because anybody that want to fight considers losing the fight.
No, nigga, no. Okay, and he did consider losing the fight.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. That's why he got these backup plans. If you saying that,
So guess what he could have. So guess what he could have.
if you saying that he got these backup plans,
So guess
then
what
he considered losing.
So guess what he could
He
have
gonna
never.
sue you if he lose apparently.
So guess what he could have never. Guess what he never could have gave a fuck about. Your cachet, the things that you give him. Your cultural cachet. That fast he told you how much he don't give a fuck about what you think. That's how fast. He don't give a fuck what you think. So all of a sudden he wanted all this cultural cachet, but I'm gonna throw it out the door now. Cap. He had nothing.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Game.
Okay, bro. He wanted the cultural cachet if he could get it, and when he found out he couldn't get it, that nigga said, "Let me go back to being what I am." That nigga said, "I lost it. I lost this." If he would have, so you think if he would have won the battle, he would have said, "Let me throw all this cultural cachet out the window now by doing some." He would have won the battle, niggas. We would be having a whole different conversation right now. We'd have been talking about how Drake is the king of rap and shit. And that's would have been the topic then. We'd have been talking about, hey man, is Drake the new king of rap, or is he the
Nobody would have been saying this. Drake the new king of rap. He's the king of fucking rap.
I think that niggas like you would have to call him the king of rap now.
Everybody called him the king of rap. He's the
Niggas like
biggest
you
rapper
would
in
have
the
to call
history
him
of rap. He's the biggest. Like Tupac, somebody died. This nigga is huge. He's the biggest rapper in rap that make rap songs. Until now.
Hey, hold on. I keep going. Let me be right back. Guys.
Until now.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Until now. There was never you get what I'm saying, Trap? You get what I'm saying, Trap? He was the biggest. He was the most famous. He was out there. He was in the biggest arenas. He had 13 number ones. He had all the shit in the world. He was on the mound. He was on the throne, bro. And not to even grow up culturally, but to even have cultural cachet of that level to where you could be a Nickelodeon kid and turn around and talk about shooting niggas in songs.
But I don't think that's. I don't
never
think that
needed it.
I think the reason for taking on the battle was just to get the bragging rights, man. That I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than you. You're not fucking me. I'm better than you in sales. I'm better than you in fucking in the shows. I'm better than you on #1 hits. I'm better than you. And now I'm better than you because I beat you in a battle too. So you can't say nothing to me.
So guess what you have? Nothing to gain.
No,
It
it's
ain't how
bragging
you
rights.
earn,
It's
Trap.
bragging
The
rights,
reason,
bro.
the reason
Bragging
we
rights.
earn that way, Trap, the reason ego and pride mean something to us, Trap, is how we earn. There's a tangible value, King, to pride and ego for us when you come from where we come from. There's a tangible value, not just a mental value, but a tangible value. A tangible. It's how, like, my reputation is how people will front me. When I was hustling every day, they would front me work. It's why people wouldn't, if people would pay me my money because they knew this is the same thing. This is the same thing. Homie, with the Pac situation, this is what he was protecting. This is actually how he died. Some people owed him and his team some money, and he pressed a line, and they end up in a shootout over some money. Rest in peace to Baby Lane. This is what happened to them. That's what you protect. You protect your pride and ego because it fuels your reputation, and your reputation is how you earn. That's how you earn. That's everything. It's a tangible value to your pride. You get what I'm saying, King? Pride value. It's a tangible value. That's why that man did that to somebody he liked and respected, because he was protecting the source of how he earns. So that's what motivates us in street urban culture, period.
So you saying that
when you don't have that,
Drake don't have no pride.
If he beats Kendrick, he earns nothing more. It does nothing. He gets nothing from pride and reputation. Nothing. He's past it.
So as a man, you saying Drake don't have no pride that he got to defend?
Did you see the pride he defended, and you see what's happening now? You know why we don't do that following thing? Because we need to defend that pride and ego. That's why we don't do the thing after. So that's telling you right there, he realized, and he didn't realize it after the battle. He realized before he didn't need pride and ego.
Yeah, listen, like I said before, man, I sat back and realized that a long time ago, to the fact that he shouldn't have responded, though, but I couldn't fault him for responding, because it's like, yo, y'all niggas would have been sitting here talking all type of shit about Drake if he didn't respond within the hip hop culture. Within the hip hop culture, maybe the pop culture would have been like, he didn't have to do nothing, but the hip hop culture would have definitely put a strike on him. Yo,
it'd have been better than what it'd have been better. Whatever.
He didn't lose nothing really, though, bro.
He lost everything. He lost his leadership. He lost his leadership space in some culture that he really didn't have no space in. He lost his ability. He didn't push himself now to where the business is not going to do anything for an extent to support him. Whatever things that they do that's over the top, you feel me? Whatever they used to do that was over the top for him, that's done.
He cut the rest of his
he pretty much ruined.
Yeah, he's done.
He pretty much ruined whatever cultural cachet did to a different level.
I start looking at it from the other side, though. Now, though, just like I like to look at it from both sides. I really feel like as if all this shit right now is happening. He has a master plan for all the shit to happen, because he realized how much money these people was making off of him. You know what I'm saying? So he might have burnt his own building down. You know what I'm saying? In order to build a bigger building. You know what I'm saying? Like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Get the insurance.
Don't build a bigger building. Don't piss off everybody in the game, Trap, and build a bigger building.
Listen. Independent could be a bigger building.
It's not, Trap.
He took his money and go run, Trap.
It's not, Trap.
You independent as Drake won't be a bigger building?
Trap. Do you know how much money? Do you know how much work? Like, you still have to do the same things. It don't work no other way, Trap.
Didn't Drake sign a new contract?
It don't work no other way. Let's say he was getting the money that you think he getting. Let's say the numbers that y'all didn't believe is true. 400 million. He's not getting that independently, Trap.
He won't get that independently?
Hell no.
Are you crazy? You didn't pretty much sue Spotify, iHeart. So how do you promote it? How?
Bro, Drake was to ever go direct to consumer, B? You know what the fuck that would be like?
I keep trying to explain to you, your concept of direct to consumer is lacking a lot of simple things. Like
what?
Like what do you call it when you like build out some shit? What is it called? Infrastructure. Like, you would have to be in the business to build infrastructure still right now. And then you would have to actually make a play with Spotify, who you sued. And then you would have to have access to things they don't offer everybody. You'd have to make a deal with iHeart, who's the biggest promoter of records in the country, which you already fucked that relationship by suing them. It's not a play to be independent. He could have just went independent.
Because you ain't gonna make your money.
You gotta get out of all. You gotta get.
You don't have to get out of nothing.
Yes,
he could have just walked away.
No, he can't
He's
walk
not
away.
walking away from no money trap. He's not walking away for 40 million or 400 million.
I really think that
lost
this
money,
whole play.
Trap.
I think this. Nah, listen, to what I'm saying. I think this whole play was done. You know what I'm saying? On top of it being done because there's embarrassment and all that shit though is also an undermining thing for it to be done
Shout
to get
out
out
to
of all,
Revenge. He's using
get out
the
of all
infrastructure now,
contractual.
Revenge. These records ain't coming out independently, Revenge. This ain't coming. Y'all keep, I get it as his fans. Y'all keep thinking these things are not happening without marketing. That's not what's happening. All of these things are happening with marketing. All of these things, the records he's putting out, the Some Sexy Songs for You, the songs he putting out, this record is going to come out with a label, Revenge. This is not independent. He's not proving anything without the infrastructure. Nothing. This is still the infrastructure helping him, the business helping him. This is not him doing it himself, dog. Are y'all like I get it though. I get it. I know what it feels like to. I get it. I get why y'all see the business as this really like you just upload records and everybody know it exists, or you just put out content and everybody sees it. I get why y'all think that. I get why you don't understand what's in between those things. It just feels natural. Hey, you just put it on YouTube. I knew it. I went and followed it. No, it's people marketing it to you. He did lose some, Revenge. What he lost is he lost the fact that he was the league leader. He lost that he was the most followed person in the music industry. He lost the relationship with Spotify. He lost the true relationship with iHeart. He lost the special relationship he had with those people. Their relationship was special. Like I have a relationship with UNG. I had a relationship with UNG, but it's not special. But you're saying them using his infrastructure versus the special things that they were doing for him. Special things that they were doing for him.
But I think they done built them up enough so much that all right, the special things fall back though, but they done built them up to being though, they can't take that away no more.
Trap,
He done built they done built a crazy fan base up for him though,
Trap,
B.
I keep telling you that's not how it works. And I understand that that's the concept of it.
You're saying to the fact of yo, all right, so he doesn't have these people no more, so he won't be front page on shit like that. But I think that within his followers that he has that follow him on everything, like even when he do that fucking the YouTube video and all that shit, when he get a million and something people to come up in there and watch that corny ass fucking video, know what I'm saying?
All of this stuff feels like it correlates and it matters, but it's way more to it. And I get it, man. I get it. I know what it's like to see it that way. But then the more you get into it, you understand it's way more to what we're talking about.
So how did Kanye West end up getting a #1 single within pushing it by himself?
You're saying how do you get a #1 album pushing it that way, right?
No. The single went #1
because he went to a company that gave him label services. But guess what? That song didn't make nowhere near none of that shit made as much money. And once you tap into label services, they start to take that type of money away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, Trap. Like it ain't like they make this infrastructure to where they gonna profit off of it. It's hard to get through there at that level. Like Meek Mill, bro. Meek Mill last record, he went from selling 200 or 190,000 to where he put out his own project and it was different. And it's not because of cultural cachet. It's because you're underestimating exactly how much marketing is done by labels. So even if they're not doing something special, like in Drake's situation, he's not reaching #2 on the charts because he just dropped the song. Y'all niggas is crazy. And I understand that's how it feels. It feels like, well, if Drake uploads a song, then everybody else, nigga, they connect that shit. Post some on Facebook. You got an Instagram. Let's see how many people follow you on Instagram.
So
how many people follow you on Instagram? Just answer this question.
Not a lot.
How many people follow you? It's not about the number. That's not, nigga, you know that ain't my style. Don't play me like that. You know what I'm saying? How many people follow you on Instagram?
400 something.
400 or something, right? Do you think all 400 people see your shit?
No.
How many people you think see what you post?
I boosted. Yo.
I don't even know, man. To be
honest, I don't even know. My like
give me a guesstimation.
I would say maybe about.
I think more people follow me in real life than they follow me on Instagram.
100 of them, maybe between
40 or less. You have a certain amount of time for people to engage with that, and then you have to spend money to get to that. Like I'm telling y'all, bro. this shit is crazy. They set this business up a certain way.
So let me ask you a question. If the Clips could come out with an album independently and do 113 first week, what would you say Drake could do his first week if he went independent?
I don't know, maybe 150, 200,000.
Wait, why are you laughing, Trap?
Because he didn't believe the Clips was going to do 113. Drake doing 300 if he come out independently. Are you crazy?
300. Guess what he gonna have to do? He gonna have to barter a deal to do business.
With who?
He can't do it by
He
himself.
can go through with Rock, the same thing they did with Rock Nation, B.
Trap. You keep
Yes, Rock
thinking,
Nation.
you're not giving credit. You keep thinking that everybody is as slick as Pusha T, who had a job in the music business with marketing. Everybody is as smart. Like, this shit kills me that y'all really think that you can assign what all these people that got all these degrees and these billions of people just do. You niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
You niggas is crazy. Like, y'all like, oh, you know what? If a nigga just put out, you think if Jay-Z put out an album, let's say if Jay-Z just dropped the song on iTunes, or DistroKid, how many would you think it'd do?
If Jay-Z dropped the
He didn't market it.
If Jay-Z dropped the independent album right now on Rock Nation right
with
now,
no marketing,
he's doing 250.
You said Jay-Z?
Yep.
But no
He's doing
marketing. The
250.
key thing is no marketing.
Yeah, you saying no marketing?
Is that East Coast shit coming back out again?
No. It's Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z. But if Jay-Z, but why would you say no marketing for? That's like a trick question then, B. No marketing.
Because you don't understand when you keep saying
but
that.
Where did the marketing come from for the Clip shit?
That shit was insanely
So
brilliant.
what would make you think that somebody would be independent and won't do their own marketing though, bro?
But when I'm telling you, you don't realize when we say marketing, like that's just a general topic. I'm telling you what's happening is different. Even what the Clips did is different. Everybody in the industry saying it's different. Everybody can't do that.
It's not different. It's the same thing niggas been doing.
Who?
Before the 2010s, niggas been doing that marketing plan. Guerrilla marketing. Niggas been doing guerrilla marketing.
Trap, this ain't guerrilla
marketing. That ain't nothing new. That's being seen to the people.
What are you talking about, guerrilla?
Bro, they broke through instead of motherfuckers trying to
Trap,
get through.
Trap, you help right now market an artist. What the fuck are you talking about?
What I'm saying is this, bro. Nowadays, motherfuckers rely on the
You help market an artist, Trap. What the hell are you talking about? You know how hard it is.
Listen what I'm saying, bro. Okay. When you're somebody, when you have the plugs to go, I could go on all these podcast sites. I could be seen on all these radio stations. I could be seen on this. You taking advantage of the opportunities you have right there. You know what I'm saying? I could show up here. I gotta connect that Apple Music to give me a fucking listening party. This, that, this. It's guerrilla marketing is basically making sure you're being seen in front of them people's faces and not worrying about the algorithm putting you in front of them people's faces. And you going out there putting the footwork in
algorithm
to make sure you're seen.
In front of people's faces.
What?
That algorithm put
the algorithm is ran by the people you're talking about.
Do you understand Pusha T last album with Def Jam Records didn't do that many?
What?
Ask the Clips album.
They wasn't
like, you understand how many things got to line up? Like, bro, this shit crazy. I get it. You know what? I'm tripping. I shouldn't even be talking to you niggas about this shit.
Nah, you shouldn't.
I'm losing my goddamn mind.
You shouldn't, because you don't know what you're talking about right now.
Sure, I have
G don't like to talk to us when he wrong.
The fact that y'all think I'm wrong,
we tell him
when
he
you
wrong.
don't have again, it's
don't
He's not wrong with everything. He's not wrong with everything.
You're right. You're right. At the end of the day, you just all you gotta do is next time and just show me how to do it next time.
I did tell you. I was the one who told you. I was the one who told you the Clips was gonna do 100,000. You said 30,000. So I'm just saying though.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm just saying though.
Okay. So that means it's that simple.
I'm just saying though. I seen what was going on. You didn't see what was going on.
The fact is, when y'all doing all this talking, there's a reality. So no. So again, like I'm telling this motherfucker behind me, like I'm telling him, and like I'm telling y'all, no. That's why they get the big money. No, he not trying to go independent. The next record, they gonna come out independent.
Let me ask you a question. When you seen what was going on with the Clips, why didn't you recognize that shit that was gonna go 100,000?
Don't make me tell you the real truth.
Tell me the real truth.
Yeah, I'll call you after and tell you.
All right, call me after. All right, cool. Let's move on.
Yeah. But the point I'm telling you, Coach, no, it was not worth it. It was dumb as fuck. And that's why he looked dumb and even dumber doing this shit.
Okay, like I said, man, you keep going on hindsight shit.
It's not hindsight.
You keep going hindsight. You keep going. Yeah, if he would have won, it would have been awesome. Everybody, for him, Like niggas would have been like, oh, Drake, you know, but now the nigga lost. Yeah, the nigga looked terrible. And then the nigga made us look even worse by going to sue. Like, yeah, the nigga, like, I feel like this low-hanging fruit, damn near. I mean, because you could say whatever you want to about Drake at this point in time, the nigga played himself.
I'm asking you, what does he get if he wins, coach? What happens to his show?
telling
What
you.
happens to his songs?
You keep on talking about his shows and his songs. He get to himself. He get to know that he just beat Kendrick. Well, why don't it matter to you?
Coach,
why don't it matter to you? Nigga, you want to sock niggas on the internet for no reason.
And you tell me it's not worth it all the time.
Exactly.
But I'm not talking about worth. Let me tell you something, coach. I just had this whole rant, this whole speech. I'm gonna give it to you one more time before we jet out. Pride and ego are how poor people, you know, pride and ego fuse reputation. Poor people earn everything with reputation. Everything.
Okay.
That's why street urban culture or hip hop, like we talk about, is fueled by that, because those are those people. They don't have the economics. Everything they earn is based off of credibility and reputation. That's why ego and pride is everything in the communities we grew up in. That's why usually people that are in hip hop are the same way, because they use the same thing. Drake is at a place to where he was able to get into the atmosphere, into outer space without that. He didn't need any of that. Like, he had the platform that was street urban culture and Cash Money Records and Young Money Records, and that rocket went into outer space, even though everybody knew he had nothing with culture. Nothing. He had nothing. Like, no, everybody knew it. They used to call him soft, all kind of shit. That motherfucker was still platinum, double platinum. He was out into the atmosphere without street urban culture.
Okay, I get all that, G.
Right. So,
and I agree with you.
So again, right? So when he beat Meek Mill in a battle, he got something that he never really needed. But it worked out for him because it was something he never had completely. And it put him in a space to where his language could get bigger and he could say more. And it also made his shows bigger because he wasn't quite where he was at after the Meek Mill battle. There was nothing to be had after the fucking Dot battle.
So you're saying he gained a little bit more after the Meek Mill battle.
He gained a lot more.
So maybe he gets the same shit out of beating Kendrick.
There's
maybe
nothing
he gets
more to get.
We don't know. Maybe he went someplace to where, remember you said Kendrick got to a height to where you couldn't even imagine?
Because you know what? There was no way he could have battled.
Maybe Drake because there was same shit.
Because he would have to battle Drake. He'd have to battle Taylor Swift.
Maybe we're underestimating how good Kendrick was.
It's not about good or bad.
I'm just saying, maybe we underestimating how big Kendrick was.
It's not about
Kendrick was already a platinum.
It's not about
two-time platinum, Grammy Award winner. He got more Grammys than Drake. I mean,
you're not gonna get Grammys because you won a battle.
I know that. I'm just saying how big of an artist Kendrick was.
He's the first one that has, right?
All I'm saying is maybe that battle meant something to Drake. You're just saying that, like, we get it. I guess he might have not got anything from it financially. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't get it.
I'm trying to say what G's trying to say.
So what does he get financially if he wins this battle?
I don't know. Maybe he becomes even a bigger hip hop star, a rap star.
Where?
Maybe I don't. Shit,
well,
everywhere.
I mean, help me, because I could point it out to Kendrick right now.
Everywhere.
I could point it out to Dot. This is what Dot had to gain. I could point it out to Bud Crawford. This is what he had to gain.
But you're saying he gained from beating Meek Mills. Why do you think he wouldn't gain shit from beating Kendrick?
Because the cultural cachet.
You think he just plateaued? He was already. I don't know if he plateaued. You think Drake was the biggest star he could have been in his life at that point in time?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
I got a question. Okay. On a cultural cachet, who do you think got more of an appearance of a cultural cachet, Meek Mill or Kendrick?
You said who had more cultural cachet?
Who has an appearance of more cultural cachet, Meek Mill or Kendrick?
It's funny because in the streets it'll probably be Meek.
So that's what I'm saying. So he had more to gain in the streets, like beating Meek than he would.
Well, it wasn't that. He didn't have any cultural cachet before the Meek Mill battle. None.
So he should have battled Kendrick before he battled Meek
Mill. And it'd have been different.
That's what you're saying.
No, but can we be honest though? Can we be honest about the situation? I like Meek Mills as an artist. I think he makes some dope music. I've liked some of his whole CDs, whole albums. But when it comes to Kendrick and Meek Mill in cultural cachet, when it comes to hip hop, it's not even close. Kendrick is on a different level. Kendrick is a Grammy Award winner. Kendrick is platinum and platinum. He has #1 album after #1 album.
But that's not culture cachet though, B.
Not cultural cash.
Yeah, that's
No.
almost true.
Cash
Wait a
App.
minute.
You were
Hold
losing
up.
me and stuff for a second.
Hold up.
Coach was losing
Top
me.
cash App.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So, hold up. This is stop the fuckery around here. Hey, so y'all tell me right now, Meek Mill has more cultural cachet than Kendrick Lamar.
Meek Mill gets looked upon as being a street rapper.
People don't even think of Doc as a street
Kendrick,
rapper.
Doc's not a street rapper.
Okay, I didn't say street
To me,
rapper.
he is, but people
That's
don't
what
think
That's
of
what
I
it.
didn't say
Culture
street
of
rapper.
hip-hop.
Y'all saying street
What
rapper.
is the culture of hip hop lying
Like
though?
the culture of street, like yes.
Yeah, the street
Doc-
urban
Doc-
culture.
I mean, Doc, people don't think most
He
people
got
don't
it,
think
though.
God is a street dude, man. It'd be weird.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Oh
They
shit.
don't see him that way. I don't know why.
Okay. All
That's why I was
right.
asking you about the appearance.
So,
of it, you know,
but-
that's the thing.
Shout out to Tyson Garcia. If Drake watched K-Dot, folks would have said it was expected. He's probably a lot closer to correct. People would have probably been like, oh, okay, he won that battle.
Okay,
Don't get me
Garcia.
wrong. I think he does convert a few more people to be like, oh, you know what? But I think his shows can't get no bigger. He had plateaued on fame. He could plateau on. He plateaued in being the most popular rapper. There was nothing else to gain. He was the key to all exposure. Like he was the key to all pop budgets. He was key to all the business. He was key to everything. He was key to everything, coach. He had he was the one. Like nothing in rap music had ever happened like this before him.
Okay, but we're acting like we've never seen kings and emperors have everything and still want more. We're like that's not a thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, coach.
But I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying there's nothing more for him to have.
It's always more to have.
No, it wasn't.
It is.
Can
Yeah,
we
it is.
agree to
People.
disagree and talk about this DMC street stuff? Because I'm interested in that.
Yeah, no, hell no.
It's always more to have, man.
No, agree.
And that's why these things, that's why the rich keep getting. That's why that's a phrase.
Help me,
The rich
Trap.
keep getting richer. That's why that's a phrase.
But they're also not motivated by particularly money. And if you do something bad, like in this situation where there's nothing to
So
gain
rich
for
people
him,
are not motivated by money, is what you're saying.
most of them say they're not. The rich people I know.
Mm.
Brian Tyler was like, "Man,
Okay.
I'm motivated by
All
ideas."
right, but that's why Canelo. You just got to say Canelo, who's a rich man.
Gotcha.
When you saying it, I'm telling you. But
I'm gonna get him every time. I'm always gonna get him, and that's why he gonna get mad and start screaming and shit. Hawking. That's why he like Hulk Hogan, because he hawking. He always hawking up over here. Like, brother, like what?
Well, the truth is, coach, I'm
Come
just
on,
gonna
man.
be right. And you just gonna be wrong. When
You
it come
gonna be
down, he
wrong.
gonna
You
keep-
wrong.
he gonna
90% of the time.
He gonna keep going down right here
Amen.
because
Hey,
you were wrong.
you
and like
got.
I told you, you were wrong.
Amen. You got.
I am a real
You wrong with
American.
me. Go find somebody else that you could be right against.
Coach, I don't
Like this is
argue that you
nonsense.
could be right or
This is
wrong.
nonsense. Definitely
I'm
not to
telling
be
you
right.
something. I'm
Definitely not to be right.
I mean, sure, because you've been right the whole time.
I have been.
I know it cost you a
Monday,
lot.
Trap.
Cost you a lot.
Yeah, he tried. He came in here
Yeah,
trying to start.
Monday.
It was me
He
last
came up in
Wednesday.
here.
The
It's
fact
you
that y'all
Monday.
think I
No.
get on here to
G,
start
see,
an
and
argument-
that's another thing. I already know. I'm gonna cut you off right now because not to cut you off. Let me
I
say
know,
it like
but you
G's bit, not to cut you off,
I
G.
know, 'cause you just cut me off.
Fuck you.
This is your seat, 'cause I don't know why I'm here.
Y'all pissing him off. Y'all pissing my man off. Man, I'm pissing my brother off, man.
Yeah, Glass is stupid.
We need
You
to
know,
switch
good
seats.
stuff. He ain't got the big water bottle no more. He got the big cup now. Be rapping,
We need to switch seats. I'm
I
tripping.
know
My
this
bad.
nigga stupid. I know, but on some real shit. You know, Glasses. He say why the fact I want to argue with these niggas. Why y'all think that? That nigga come out try to argue with Trap immediately. He came out immediately trying to argue with Trap.
How did I come out trying to argue?
I
with
don't
Trap?
know. Because you came out. Trap
was
said
said?
something. Trap said something. You jumped on his back.
What
You
did-
jumped all over
So
him.
what was specifically said?
Thank you, Trap. You guys was talking about fucking this whole Drake and Kendrick shit.
Why would you gangbang?
Yeah,
You mean
exactly.
you mean when he just told that lie saying that if we duck battles, nobody hip hop duck battles, and I pointed to him, Biggie didn't duck a battle, and that pissed me
Nah,
off.
you didn't do that. Ain't how you did it.
Three?
This ain't how you
I'm
did it.
saying specifically.
Yeah,
you
we
talk-
got. Hey,
so
big
you
three.
think? So
Hey,
you,
that's exactly what. My bad. When y'all talking about the big three, did you feel like you was giving him talk or
because no, the thing is,
or
so then this is what starts to irritate me sometimes when talking to human beings like y'all niggas.
Who do you talk to that human beings though?
what you again
But this is my
Not a
point.
dog?
from Krypton?
This is my point with Trap. For Trap to say there's always been a big three and then name three people in New York and nobody thinks that these people are bad lyrically, it's a waste of time.
right.
It's a waste of time. Like for him to even say that is disrespectful and insulting to every rapper in the game.
All right.
And
All
I
right.
hate when
You don't like others' opinions
It's
if
not
they're not
just
his
others.
opinion.
it's not his opinion, bro. The fact that he would disrespect Tupac like that is horrible.
I agree with you. Like, don't get me wrong. I agree with you.
So it's not. I want to argue with him, but when he say the big three was Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, that's just really disrespectful.
That is crazy, though.
Okay. So let me get that back real quick. I seen in the chat they were saying something else though right now, right? So what I'm saying is, it's always been a big three, and the big three has always consisted of the people who was dominating their era, who was most influential and moving the culture. You know what I'm saying? So yes. But once the big, what's up? What you say, King?
Yes.
What you say, King?
Shit.
I don't know. King over here talking crazy.
And that, so when y'all saying I want to argue, the simple
if you go through the eras of hip hop, right? If you go through the eras of hip hop, right? And you would say like you had a big three, you had a big three from the West name in the early 90s. If you say the late 90s, it would be Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem then. Is that correct? Is that a big three right there? That wasn't the big three right there. From 90 from 97 to the 2000. That wouldn't be the big three right there.
You keep saying this, bro.
It wouldn't be Jay. I say 97.
Look, if you have your own perspective of what you think the top three rappers are based off lyrically, I can listen to you.
All right.
But when you're trying to compare to what's happening now based off what fans are saying and what J. Cole says.
All right. So now when I say all right, so would you say the big three in the mid 2000s would have been 50 Cent?
I would have never said
Wayne and Kanye West. They wouldn't be the people that dominated the culture during that time. It was the most influential.
Did you say like top three instead of
first
big
off,
three?
the most dominant rapper of the 90s is Snoop Dogg. But that'd be a whole conversation.
Snoop Dogg dominance died down after 95, bro.
Yeah. See, but when you saying that, Trap, now we finna have that's the point. This is why I don't want to argue with him.
You want to argue with him?
I don't.
Okay, so
I just want him to see simple facts.
You saying in 98? What was Snoop Dogg? What was Snoop Dogg dominance in 98? He had dominance on No Limit.
That's why you're killing us though, because G is just right with you right now. I just want you to.
How's he right though? I'm saying right now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Big three consists of
but now you're making it look cool.
Big three consists of the most dominant and influential rappers of a Pacific era.
G though, like
Trap, I keep telling you the way you see lyricism is based off.
No. I just switched it right now. I just told you the big three consists of the most dominant and influential rappers of a Pacific era.
So then, how the fuck would Snoop not be the most dominant rapper in the 90s?
So was Snoop the most dominant rapper in 98?
Yes.
With what?
He had a double platinum album in 98.
What album was that?
If you don't know, why are you
Jay-Z went triple. Jay-Z went triple. Nas put out 2 albums in 1 year in 99. And both went platinum.
You're talking about one.
How was he dominant? Eminem came out and went diamond. How's he the most dominant?
He didn't go diamond. That's a lie.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Bro.
His second album went diamond.
The Slim Shady LP did better
than second album went diamond.
Slim Shady LP did better than Snoop Dogg double platinum.
Trap, that's because he had been in the game 7 years.
Okay, but I'm telling you, he wasn't dominating no more than at that time.
He's the most dominant rapper of the 90s. Stop being dumb, man.
Bro, his domination was done. He was dominating us on No Limit.
About to come
Trap,
out
he put out the last
on No Limit.
Album on No Limit.
Was he dominating on No Limit?
He's on an album. He's on 7 songs on the album. It's called 2001 and 99, where he sold motherfucking 5 million. Then he's on another month. He puts out another album.
He wasn't dominant, bro.
Hold on.
As soon as Snoop,
who was the most dominant rapper in the 90s to you?
I just said it just now. I said the late 90s. The late 90s would have been
of the 90s.
The 90s, Trap, not the late 90s.
All right, the early 90s. You want to go with the early 90s then?
The 90s.
Trap,
the whole 10 years.
90s.
It gotta be split. It gotta be split because it was a different dominance later on in the late 90s than it was in the early 90s. Snoop is part of the early 90s dominance with Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and even Nas right there. Now you go to the late 90s after 95 on.
First off, Nas wouldn't be a part of the late 90s. Nas wouldn't be a part of the early 90s.
Yo, bro, after Dog Father, Snoop wasn't even mentioned no more, B. With them being dominant, dog.
In New York.
What talking about?
Oh, my God.
You mean in New York? Well, why Snoop?
No limit. Bro, because he's a culture icon.
Oh, no.
So he was a culture icon for 3-4 years.
Bro.
That makes sense to you.
What you mean? Yeah.
That makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Well, name the next cultural icon that's a cultural icon for 3 or 4 years.
Bro, listen, no, they had longer. No, listen, it got longer now. People's career was longer. Nigga wasn't checking for Snoop for a while, B. Don't even do that, man.
Having multiple platinum
Nigga
albums.
wasn't checking for Snoop for a while, B. Them No Limit album, nigga wasn't checking for Snoop like that. Dogfather could show you nigga wasn't checking for Snoop like that, B. And what you talking about, man?
That went triple platinum.
Because he came off a fucking amazing album before that.
Which amazing album? The Dog Food the year before?
Bro, listen, he's a culture icon, B. But it slipped out of his legacy.
You're not ever gonna pull this off with me. I know way too much about this.
All right,
Trap.
You don't know enough.
You don't go triple.
I don't know enough.
You don't know enough.
I don't know enough. Are you crazy?
No,
now let's give it a buck now. Let's give it a buck. Let's give it a buck now. Snoop, stop fucking rapping at the Doggy Style. Them freestyle albums. You want to check out the fucking freestyle albums? The fuck are you talking about, B?
How they double triple platinum?
Being a gangbanger and smoking weed.
The
rap shit was dead, B.
Platinum in the
Don't
90s,
do that, son. Nigga,
platinum all through the 90s, Trap.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
How's y'all selling all your punk ass favorites?
Them No Limit albums was trash, B.
Stop selling all your punk ass favorites. Every single one of them.
Let's not do it. Let's not do it, B.
Let's do it.
Nah, them No Limit albums was trash,
I'm playing with this nigga, man.
Them No Limit albums was trash.
Man, wave and start following cuz and dressing like cuz and talking like cuz. You niggas was following him. And all them albums was double platinum.
What does that mean? These niggas are above him. Only niggas moving units. Only niggas moving units. Him, Pimp Juice. He didn't say Snoop. He didn't say Snoop, B.
So Jay-Z is your father?
He wasn't up on that level, B. He wasn't up on that level with the niggas. He wasn't dominating, B. No, that was the truth.
As many records as Nas.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't
Yes, he was.
Nas. No, he
And he sold more records.
Bro, when he left LA and moved to New Orleans, his shit was not ringing like that. Let's not do this, B.
So Down For My Niggas is not a classic hip-hop song.
One song, B. Name 3 other songs of the album.
Lay Low is not a classic song.
I can name them. Stay on Point like Stacey Adams. Yeah, give me another one.
Next Episode is not a classic song.
That's not. I'm talking about from his albums. That's not his album.
With the pork shit.
That's not his album. Bro, listen, man.
How many songs? This in the back half of the 90s.
Yo, bro, we not about to do this, B. I know he loc and everything, B. That man ain't get back on like that till he got with the Neptunes, B. Not about to do that.
What do you mean he did get back? Trap. How is a nigga that's doing
he
double platinum not on?
Relevant until he got with the fucking Neptunes.
Double platinum
nigga wasn't checking for no fucking roster Snoop,
nigga. That's not on, Trap.
Nigga wasn't checking for no roster Snoop,
another nigga that's double platinum that's not on, Trap.
Man, let me check these numbers because you be lying sometimes. Check these numbers real quick. Let me see these numbers real quick. Hold on. Because you be capping sometimes. Let me see what his numbers did. Let me check these numbers.
Trap is crazy.
Check these numbers. I ain't gonna let you just call out numbers right now. Hold on.
Let's move on.
Right, you don't
I
realize
don't like the West Coast.
Bro.
Let's move on. Yeah. West Coast trash. Let's move on. I'm about to go, after this is over, I'm about to go burn these chucks again. I'm going to burn my chucks.
What the fuck, man? I don't know. Trap, this is crazy, bro. And it's like y'all be on that island, cousin. Y'all don't hear nothing else. And like whatever y'all think is going on and what's going on with everybody.
All right, man. Hey, you know what, Trap? You made me do this. You know what? G, with Trap, you should be screaming at him. Like that, you be right against Trap.
I don't be want to argue with none of y'all.
Yeah, that's you do. You be waking up and nigga, you wanna, I don't know. That nigga woke up in an argument. He chose violence this morning. Like he woke up, he was trying to argue with some niggas. He was like, where Trap at? Where King? I got
set that shit up last night.
Yeah, that nigga, like, this nigga wanted to argue today.
Why do I want? Listen,
I don't know. It'd be confusing to me.
These be simple ideas, right? Like I bring you an idea, right? And I'm saying, hey man, whatever he was doing, he had nothing to gain. You're saying because in his mind and his heart, he felt like he could really like Kendrick as he beat Kendrick. Right. That's something to gain.
To him.
Again, sure.
Okay.
But you know what I'm talking about. So when you style a conversation, based off what's in your mind, like if I'm walking down the street and I think I'm flying, that means that I'm flying. It's just kind of loose.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm saying
like,
because
he goes to bad
mind,
analogies, man.
Because
bad analogies.
Analogy.
It's
no,
not
he did a glasses analogy. He always bring up these bad
I'm asking you for tangible things, not things in his mind. That's why the comparison was there. That's why the comparative was there. I'm saying just because I'm walking down the street, I'm like, I'm flying. It's like, that's what I think in my mind.
Glasses, but that's not okay.
So I'm asking you the tangible things he would have to gain from the battle.
Hey, that's like asking somebody who's if I'm rich in money, if that makes me less like rich in life, nigga. Like that's like
the same thing.
I'm saying. So
I'm saying so. Come out of his mind. Come out of you getting in his mind thinking what he thought.
Sometimes what you think about yourself is more important than the rest of that shit.
Sure. So like I think I'm flying when I'm walking. Now tell me the tangible because it's whatever in my mind.
Stop it, man. Stop doing that.
So tell me the tangible things that you
want to argue. You trying to argue with me? I'm not gonna do it with you.
I'm not
going to argue with you, man. I know it's gonna be bad for you. I know
you about to be mad. Tangible things.
I'm not gonna do it.
Tell me the King. Tell me the tangible things.
Oh, I'm not in this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you, man. I'm not gonna. You already got me to argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you no more, man. Like I love you, brother.
Because I would say crazy things like men that think they women.
Oh, okay, what the fuck is happening?
I'm gonna go something really crazy.
I'm just confused on why you don't give a fuck what Drake think about himself.
Because I know that's not what he think.
How do you know this?
I just know.
Drake wouldn't get within 40 miles of you.
We've talked, so we've been within.
Not now. Not now. I bet. When's the last time y'all talked? 2001.
Probably a long.
Nigga ain't fucking talking to you right now. The nigga hate your guts.
Yeah, probably.
You didn't put his face on a rack and all this type of shit. That nigga ain't fucking with you.
It's stupid. That should have listened to me in the first place when I sent the word.
Okay, yes, I agree with you there. I agree with that.
Because you know why I said it? Because he has nothing to gain.
No, you said it because you knew he was gonna get his ass whooped.
No, and you liked him at that time.
You knew he was getting his ass whooped.
It's not liking him. He had nothing to gain. He'd be a fool to take the battle.
Yeah, and he was trying to help him. Understand that.
There was nothing to gain. Nothing to gain.
There was something to gain to him. And you know what? And to be honest with you, I don't even believe that it was nothing to gain financially. Because you just said
I'm asking you, give me tangible things that he could gain.
He probably his star would have risen. He would have got even higher. Why do you think he just plateaued? Why do you think Drake why are you putting a cap on Drake? Why are you saying, Drake, this is it for you, Drake? This is the biggest you could get right here. You can't get no bigger than this, Drake. Why are you saying that to that man?
Okay, I'm asking you, what else would he have gained?
I'm saying his star would have risen. He possibly would have gained he would have taken some Kendrick Lamar fans and brought them over here to him. And then niggas want what they don't got. He want what Kendrick had. We looked at Kendrick.
You cannot get critique through a rap battle.
He did it with Meek Mills. You said it.
No, critique meaning like he can't get a motherfucking Grammy because he won this battle.
Critique. Are you using the right
like
word?
critical acclaim?
Okay, critical acclaim. There we go.
14 more likes, we'll get to 100.
Right. So again, he doesn't get that through that. The things that Kendrick Lamar has that Drake doesn't have are not won through battles.
No, dude, number one, the fact that it was a lot of people when this battle started that thought Kendrick was going to wash Drake. That's what he wants. Why do y'all think Kendrick is going to wash me in this battle? That's a problem to him. Why do y'all think Kendrick?
Pride and ego with a wealthy man that he earns nothing through reputation.
It is pride and ego. All these niggas have pride and ego. Do you think that Kendrick Lamar wanted to battle Drake? He had no pride, no ego in that battle.
I'm telling you,
it was an egoless battle for him.
I'm not
no
saying,
pride.
I'm not saying that, but he has something
Drake
to
went honey.
gain.
That's what he did.
He has something to gain.
Drake went honey. He wanted to put it.
He has something to gain.
Drake's star probably would have risen.
It wouldn't have.
Drake, and then Drake would have been I'm telling you, to the masses, Drake would have been looked at the guy who beat a guy who nobody thought he was beating Kendrick.
No,
if he would have beat Kendrick,
actually, that's not true.
If you were not Canadian,
trap. A lot of people thought Drake was going to beat Kendrick going into the battle.
Who the fuck thought that?
Actually, Kendrick going into the battle, he was the underdog.
I know that.
This was the popular conversation.
This was
a lot of people talked about how many.
Was this at?
A lot of people talked about how many
niggas thought
Kendrick had never. Now hindsight is beautiful.
Okay.
Hindsight is beautiful.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Fuck up. No. Fuck that. I'm with Trap now. You be lying. Like, where's it at? Pull it up.
Well, Trap realized I'm not lying right now.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Nah. The numbers of Nas and Snoop about the same thing.
One thing, Trap just looked through that all Snoop shit. He was like, "Oh, this shit all say platinums all the way to 2007."
One thing, the battle like that nigga's killing.
Mac 10 hit me.
Wait. You said who was killing who?
K-Dot was killing Drake. I would hit glasses up.
No. What he's saying is, yo, when K-Dot dropped the like that verse, you know what I'm saying? Then the push-up verse came, niggas thought Drake was on that Drake shit.
Okay, but look, after he dropped push-ups. Before this shit ever happened, niggas thought Kendrick was going to wash him.
They didn't.
Nigga, yes,
That
they
was
did.
underdog.
Niggas
That was
thought Pusha
underdog,
T.
for sure.
You lost that. You thought that.
Nigga,
People, you understand?
Every nigga thought. Not a lot of niggas who thought.
There's more legends that thought he would win the battle. People were saying he never even been in a battle. I remember having that whole dialogue on Twitter. People saying he had never been in a battle.
They were saying Doc was scared when he didn't release right away. At one
Dog,
time.
they were saying all of this.
Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that niggas didn't think. Niggas got all type of different opinions. But if we
said the masses thought Drake
the masses
was
did
going
not.
to win.
Like, why are we doing this? Like I'm saying there were some people. There were thousands and thousands upon people who thought that Kendrick was going to. Drake was going to win the battle for sure.
Coach, do you think Drake had more fans or Kendrick had more fans at the time?
There you go.
I think that Drake had more fans.
So then that's gonna become the.
And there were Drake fans who thought this was a bad idea.
Read this, Coach.
There were Drake fans.
There was no Drake fans that thought it was a bad idea. Read
Yes,
that,
it was.
Coach.
Look, I can't see that.
Shout
shit
out
from
to the
him.
real David Mack. That's a
Nigga,
cold
like,
name.
what?
Real David Mack.
That nigga got this on big.
Glasses
print.
ain't lying.
I'm blind as fuck, nigga.
Glasses ain't lying. I never looked at Kenny as a battle rapper. Drake had battles, so I had him winning it. That was until I heard Euphoria. He put together the best bars and songs with that one, in my opinion.
And who's this?
Before that dropped,
That's
they
really
had Drake.
kind of how people saw it.
Who is
bro.
that? Who is that?
It's a
Before that
guy-
dropped, they had Drake.
Welcome to the table, homie.
And he's okay. So he's from the lunch table.
Yeah, welcome to the
Okay, so why the fuck you picked that one?
I'm
It was
telling you.
17 other niggas that say no glasses, bruh. What you talking about, glasses, bruh? Glasses, no.
You don't
Kendrick the underdog, glasses.
are
what?
we just arguing
You
for
picked
the
this
sake of
nigga?
arguing? Like, you think I would lie? You think I would lie based off everything that I'm getting?
No, I don't. Okay,
Every
so,
media press, all
okay.
this stuff, every conversation with every
No,
legend I'm having
G,
behind the
G,
scenes.
G, no.
So you think I would
no,
lie to you?
No.
So
no.
why are we arguing versus you saying, G,
I don't.
okay, that's
I don't.
what they
I don't
said.
think. I don't think that you would lie to me. I don't think you would purposefully lie to me. I think that. I think that you have strong views on some issues.
I'm not giving you Maya Drew. I didn't have
nigga,
Kendrick
but okay,
personally as an
because
underdog,
okay,
Coach.
then you can't give me this. You can't give me this
Ask
answer.
Trap.
You can't. I'm cool if you ask Trap. Trap just told me that after they heard push-ups, niggas was like, "Oh, Drake got to."
Ask him before.
He said before
they was saying that they felt as if Drake stand a chance though. You know
exactly,
what I'm
still a chance, not beat him. He and then
Everybody-
I think it might have been up in the air. I think it might have been up in the air.
Trap is trying to tell the truth, but he don't want to hurt
Trap
Glasses'
ain't
feeling
trying
right
to-
now.
No, I think it might have been up in the air. I think it might have been up in the air.
You gonna make me say this? You gonna make me say
That's
this?
why
G?
he was
You gonna
lying.
make me? That's what Trap wanted to say. You gonna make me
Oh,
say this, G?
Trap ain't
G,
telling
why
the
you
truth.
making me say this, G? That's what he wanted to say. Come on, man. We all know, nigga, that coming into this shit.
Tell
we
me the
thought-
person that picked Kendrick. Tell me the person that you saying picked Kendrick. Hey man, Kendrick gonna wash him. Who in hip hop?
Wait a minute. Whoa, you said who in hip hop?
Sure.
Yeah, in the beginning.
In
first
hip hop,
couple-
you talking about
the
a
first
hip hop
couple-
artist?
I'm giving you an open
You talking about a
conversation.
hip hop
Yeah, who?
artist who thought? Let me. J. Cole thought Kendrick was gonna watch him.
No, he didn't.
That's why he backed out of that shit, because he said he gonna watch me. He said, I'm not trying to get watched, but hey, you know what? Let me dodge this bullet and let me. What he did was get out the way of the bullet and let it hit Drake. He said,
No,
let
he
me stay out
shot
the
the
way of this
bullet
bullet.
and then tried to hide his hands and
K
walk
dot.
away.
Kate,
That's what
J.
J.
Cole
did.
thought he
He
was.
shot the
Ask
bullet.
Pusha T who
Shout
he
out to
thought.
Ray Like the
Ask
Sun.
Pusha T
The
who he thought was gonna win.
masses, media, and casual fans thought Drake was going to win. Folks of hip hop knew Dot would win.
Okay, so Glasses asked me who in hip hop. So
I'm
so
asking you who
he's,
in hip-hop.
But he's saying the hip hop thought they was.
I'm telling you, all you gotta do is look at Cameron. All you gotta do is look at all the legends. They were all saying the same thing.
So you think? I don't know, man.
Everybody felt Drake was battle tested. Everybody felt like
I
Drake
don't
had
know,
been in
man.
battles. I'm
I
telling
don't
you
think
what
if you. I
everybody
don't think if
said.
you asked Pusha T who was gonna win that battle before it
was-
started.
He never said
I don't
nothing.
think Pusha was gonna say Drake.
Hey, coach, it was like a close battle to people until the last two songs came out.
I swear to
No,
God.
And that
I'm
was
not
the
saying
end
what
of
happened
it.
in the battle. Yeah, the
No,
battle
but
was a
they
good
was
battle.
like they was like Drake
the
is
battle was
winning
a good
this one
battle.
now
I'm
with this
saying,
song.
I'm saying
They
it's
was
not
going back and
because
forth.
you're saying that there's something wrong with people picking
Yeah,
Drake in the
but they
battle.
was
I'm not
telling
saying
you.
there's nothing wrong with that. I
But
never said
just
that.
listen,
I never said that.
more people were picking Drake.
Yeah,
Dot was the underdog going into the battle.
he was.
Okay, so I'm not saying.
I argue with Mac 10 almost every day about this battle.
Okay.
I argue with people, they really thought that everybody said he was dumb to battle, but they thought he could win the battle. The reason they thought he was dumb to battle is because he had nothing to gain out of the battle. He was putting everything on the line.
But they thought he could win.
So y'all thought Okay.
I didn't think Drake
Cool.
would win.
Not what I
Straight.
thought.
Yeah, I don't put
Okay.
that in.
I thought what I thought is this.
What do you think? Who you think is gonna win the battle?
I didn't. So what I didn't do that. That's not how I approach fights, right? I didn't even pick a winner. What I thought was Drake. It didn't make sense because no matter how the battle went, he was gonna come out unrecognizable.
This is just cap. He just be out here capping. He gets the
I'm
microphone
telling
to
you,
start capping.
no.
So that's not how you look at fights. You don't pick no winners. We ain't never had bets on fights.
This is not quite like this
Don't
is
do it, coach.
this is different.
Don't
Coach.
cross the street.
Okay,
on
so what are we doing?
This is different, coach. Like
Okay,
a
so-
rap battle is different than
Okay,
like a
okay. So we
boxing
talking. Okay. I got you. Okay,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
are.
So
Okay.
what I'm saying
okay,
is-
okay. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, when I
Okay.
saw the battle, I didn't know what would happen. I just knew that it was a bad battle for Drake because no matter how he comes out, there was nothing for him to gain. I told you this at the beginning. It was nothing for him to gain.
He did.
And he comes out fucked up, even if he won. That was always my thought.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
no, because I'm
Coach Key don't
no.
fuck up.
I'm backing him up on this because now that I really think about G, he never gave me like who he thought was gonna win the battle. He did not say
I'm
that.
just telling you the
He never
truth.
said that. Of course, you knew who he was going for.
Yeah, of course I'm going for
But
my
exactly.
man.
But he did not ever say like I think he did say, and he did initially say that Drake had nothing to win in this battle. You know, to gain in this battle. He did
say this now.
No, I'm saying no. He
Your
said
memory
no.
that fucked
He
up?
just remember what I was
That's
saying
what
to
I'm
him.
saying.
I'm just
Your
saying.
memory's that
I'm
fucked
just
up?
remembering
No,
what he
this
was
is
saying to me.
something different.
Damn.
I'm just remembering what he was saying to me.
Shit.
All I'm saying is
this is something
memory
different we
is
talking about
shot.
though. No, this is something different we talking about. He
Why-
just putting
why
it
my
together.
memory? Why my memory?
Because
shot?
he not
You're
realizing
saying,
you putting two different things
What is
together
King
now.
talking about?
He not
Why
because
is King
no, it's not
saying
that.
this?
You
It
putting
took
two
you this
different
long
things.
to understand what he was saying.
No, no,
What
no,
is
no,
happening
it's
right
not
now?
this long. He connected
King,
something I
why,
told him
King?
at the beginning to this conversation.
King, this
Yeah,
something
but
different,
you've been
man.
saying this from the very beginning of the battle.
No,
You've
he's
been
talking,
saying
but no, this is it's two different things. He remembered that now that because I did used to, I was telling Coach we be working. I'm like, man, it don't matter who win or lose. This a bad battle. He don't got nothing to gain, and he don't have nothing to gain. At the time, I'm telling the homies at the label, I'm like, bro, he shouldn't do this. Everybody, we all agree shouldn't do the battle because there was nothing to gain.
And I'm saying it just took him this long to remember that conversation.
No,
Do you think-
always brought up the conversation.
Do you think that's why? Do you think that's
No.
why?
Okay?
That neither one of them.
He don't know what's,
We're
he
talking
don't know
about
what's
what
happening around
we're
here.
talking about actual what he has to gain. He's just remembering now that I've been saying this since
That you
the
had,
beginning
he
of the
had
battle.
nothing to gain.
But that what we was never debating on what I thought he had to gain.
King,
We're
you need your
debating on
Kool-Aid,
what he
King?
has to
It all
gain.
goes
Yo,
back.
but do you think this the reason why that the battle never happened when he was on Cash Money?
You
Said
guys
who?
was going crazy.
Do you think that's the reason why the battle never happened with him being on Cash Money? Because it could have happened a long time ago.
I think there was a time Top and Birdman and Jay Prince and them was skewing each other apart from each other.
Yeah.
Look, nobody getting no money want to see this fight. Top maybe a little bit more than everybody else because Top really into the shit. Bird and them, nigga, they don't want none of that bullshit. They not trying to be in none of that dumb shit. They been in the business too long. Jay Prince is really smart. Everybody was saying it. But the reason they were saying it wasn't a doubt of his ability. It was he had nothing to gain.
All right.
Like nobody never had an artist that made rap songs as big as Drake. It never happened before.
Coach, you asked this question before.
That was as big as Drake making rap songs, like at this pinnacle, having hit records and shit, and at the same time, bro, it's crazy.
What you guys try?
Look, no, Coach, you asked. I don't know if you asked the question before though, but you don't. What did he have to gain from battling Meek Mill?
Who you talking about, Drake?
Yeah.
What did Drake have? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I think a little bit of what he thought he could gain from Kendrick. To be honest with you, I think that Drake want what he don't got, and Drake know that he don't got the streets.
Shout out to Diego Ramirez. That's the problem, and this is what I keep telling y'all, Coach. You don't get the streets from a rap battle. Only people who not from the streets will look at you more. You don't get street cred from a rap battle. Like 26 was saying this. Shout out to Number 26 from Philadelphia, right? 2600 was saying this. Bro, he was like, the way he sees Drake will never change if he wins a battle because he's seeing him based off of what's the facts. This is a guy that never grew up this way. He didn't come up this way. He's not on this timing. The only people that will give him street credibility at that point are people not from the streets, which he already has them. Us, we're not gonna look at him more like he's street. We're gonna be like, man, we proud of you. Like when he beat Meek Mill, the reason I was like, I thought that was smart is because he had no cultural cachet before that. He was just this really talented pop artist that make great rap records sometimes. You know what I mean? And I'm like, Meek jumped on you, put you out there, he playing with you, take the fight. That's a good fight for you.
See, my problem with you when y'all talk about cultural cachet, because y'all jumped all over me. Oh, Kendrick. Why do y'all think cultural cachet gotta mean crime?
No, we're not.
That's how y'all say. That's how y'all act. That's how y'all act when y'all talk about
accolades don't go into culture cachet.
Meek was more from the streets. Like I feel like y'all talking about crime.
Well, honestly, even in that point, I think Dot really did. We could talk about that for real, but we ain't gonna talk about that because I'm telling you right now, Dot is more of a street nigga than Meek Mill. But that's not he present himself in the music. Like Drake, like Dot fans are not hardcore guys like street guys. Like everybody that I know from the street respect his movement because they know he a respectable guy, but he is not the centerpiece. Meek Mill, to some people, there was a time, bro, where every street dude swore by Meek Mill. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear, I used to be looking at that shit like, damn, but he was making them cuts. Like,
generation.
He came up the hard way. With Dot didn't sell himself the way he really is. Like, people didn't see that. People argue with me now. They don't think Dot is a gangbanger. They don't think Dot from the streets. And I'm like, bro, because to me, I saw it. I know him. So I'm like, hell yeah, he a little raggedy ass street nigga. But they like, nah, man, you know, he's Malcolm X. They really feel like that. So I see how people see it.
Okay, exactly. And see, that's my problem with that shit. Because Malcolm X was as street as they get. Why he not street?
But it's not.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why we gotta act like if you ain't rob a nigga or looked at a nigga a drug lord, then you not street?
Let's not go into that. That's just way different.
I'm just saying, man, that shit's just weird.
I think Dot is as respected in the streets as Meek Mill. That's not what we saying. But what Trap is saying, street music, the things that people think are street, people think of Meek Mill.
Okay, I'm not going to continue. We can move.
Yeah, because we
good segue.
What I'm saying to you is, that's when he had no cultural cachet. That he had no cultural cachet, none. He had no street urban cultural cachet. Drake had none before the Meek Mill battle. Niggas, every story you heard is people punching on him. Every story you heard, people was pissing on him. Every story, Wayne slapped him. Every story was somebody doing something and nobody cared because none of us saw him as this cultural part like we see each other. If Trap heard a story, some nigga pissing and slapping on me, we probably wouldn't be friends, bro. Like, he wouldn't treat me like a friend. He'd be like, we'd be all right, but it'd be hard for him to be like,
true?
Respect me.
This
nigga,
true?
if you would see somebody piss on me and just let it go, you would be like,
first of all, if I see a nigga piss on you, they gotta
you gonna trip. You gonna look at me different.
I'm not gonna let that fly.
Nigga piss on me, it's
I'm not letting that fly.
None of us.
And then we gotta have a talk. Gee, what you doing, man?
None of us, if we didn't see Drake as street urban culture.
And I get that. I for sure get that.
So when he battled Meek, it was him standing up for himself against, really, oddly, the culture.
Super chats is working.
Do you think this is a way that the super chats are working? I think.
I'm glad they got him back on.
I meant to ask you that when I came back, and I think the super chat. You getting them?
Shout out to Don MGG. I study rap off of that shit was classic. No, I'm saying, so what I'm saying to you is the cultural cachet that he needed to garner. I agree, Revenge. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying people don't view Kendrick like he's from the streets. That's the truth. Just people don't. I don't know. I don't know why they don't.
You don't think so?
I see it every day. People get mad at me. They be like, Glasses, why you keep acting like this nigga from the street? I'm like, who, that nigga?
What they think he like? I don't know.
They think he's a good kid in a mad city. They like he was in the house playing a video game.
Okay, never mind. Because like I said, we're gonna go down another path there.
Off the front porch, huh?
He never left the house, is what they think.
Yeah.
It's the damn title. It's like they didn't even hear the lyrics or the words of the song where he talked about
every
doing dumb
nigga
shit.
who grew up in the inner city and it was from the streets though. Like
I just told the homie John that, but people don't see that from hip hop. They don't see that. Fans of the music don't get that.
I think we was having a discussion the other night, right? I think that all falls on top marketing though. You know what I'm saying? Like within like his star artists, he tries to cross them over to like pop appeal. So within like even like when it comes to like SZA, when it comes to Doche, they called Doche a pop artist the other day. You know what I'm saying? Not even like
I don't know enough of her music, but the songs that I do know,
I
are
understand why
big
too.
pop records.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it's
bro.
like, and then I think that it.
This.
Yeah,
I did not know that was even a sister singing that.
Nigga, I didn't know that was a real full song.
Man, that shit is a
yeah.
whole.
I
Done in
guess,
her
you know,
bedroom. Done in her
I'm like,
bedroom, B.
So, but what I'm
Right.
saying is, I think people don't hear the music. It's just the branding of Dot, and people be like, "Oh, he's a good kid." The man, see, I'm like, man, that nigga is worse than me. Like, I'm a way better person than Dot. And I know that sounds fucked up.
Damn.
Like, I'm a way better person than Dot. I know that. And Dot see this, gonna be like, but he'll tell you too, be like, man, G is a better person. I think Dot will tell you Glass is a better person than me.
I think I can see it now. The way
No lie,
the way
bro.
you try
Like,
to
he'll
push
try
that
to say
man
that.
like that, B.
Honestly, Rock or say that Dot Q, they will be like, man, Glass is a way, but niggas think I'm the scum of the fucking earth.
Nah, you a good guy, man.
That's what I know I'm a good guy, but so Dot would tell you Glasses is a better guy, that like a better person. Like, I'm a cool Dot and them on some shit. And I keep telling people, like, they don't let nothing go. They tripping. Nigga, I had to stop these niggas from fighting. Nigga, these niggas is on some shit. Like, it's not cool. You know what I mean? And it's cool to me because that's like all my friends, all my homies is like that. I know, Missy, forgive me. I'm sorry. That I'm just saying, no. Like, yeah. No, I'm saying because I'm just telling the truth. So I get why they don't see him that way. So the Meek Mill, he had all cultural cachet to gain, but that's all he needed. He got somebody who the streets respected, probably one of the most as far as their generations. I don't think that streets respected an artist more. Maybe Dirk. Maybe Dirk is the only probably person more respected for a while in their generation of rappers.
Yeah. Little baby too.
Lil Baby over Dirk?
No.
Right
He's
right there.
I'm saying, but Meek was probably where Lil Baby was at.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, they are.
They were probably the same, but like Dirk might be the person everybody respect a little more. But
that's hell yeah.
you know what I mean? People love Dirk. Like they
Vaughn,
Dirk,
Vaughn, shit like that.
Wayne, Casey. But I'm saying,
That's a fucked up name to say.
shout out to Baseline. He said,
Yeah.
G ruined all their interviews for me.
Man.
When I see all them talking polite, I remember G said he had to stop them from fighting all the fucking time. We almost got kicked off a tour. Like, I'm telling y'all the truth. These niggas on some shit. And that's what I was telling niggas when the battle was. I'm telling Mac 10, I'm like, Mac, you don't know this nigga, man. This little nigga's a savage. He will bag on you all day till you cry, bro. He is a fucking cold motherfucker, dog. He's some shit. And people don't get it. And I'm like, he's going to say something. I remember telling Coach, I said, whether Drake or Kendrick wins, Drake is going to come out looking fucked up.
he did say that.
And it could do nothing but bolster Kendrick because now you're putting him in a different exposure. Kendrick is a platinum artist doing arena tours, right? Arena tours, Grammys galore, and you still have this door to this shit that he never even had to access into that door because nigga, he's a brother. You know, he's a brother from Compton. So he still didn't have access, and you started saying this nigga name. So now everybody, like, people think it was bots that made this shit stream. They was like, oh, you know, he had all them listeners. No, that was all this shit. Everybody tuning in because now, you know, who is the biggest blackest star in the 80s?
Biggest black.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, no, not a crossover star. Like, that was like our star that white people kind of fuck with. It's like if Luther Vandross had a sing-off with fucking Madonna.
Here come Luther.
You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Madonna screaming she sing better than Luther Vandross. That's what that battle was like.
Crazy.
Like, Luther Vandross was big as fuck. He was successful. He had hit records. He was, you know, it was some critical acclaim. Everybody knew he was a nigga. And then you had Madonna. Madonna is screaming to everybody, I could out-sing Luther Vandross. And then the whole world like, y'all gonna do a sing-off? And then y'all get on
Meek Mill's Luther in this one?
No, I'm saying Drake and Kendrick.
Oh, Drake. Okay.
Like, and that's probably not big enough. It's probably underselling Dot's popularity. But I'm saying, Madonna is like the biggest thing in the world. Drake is like the biggest thing in the history of making rap songs.
When Whitney come out? Did he come out when Madonna was out?
So you trying to say you just gonna make it Madonna against Whitney?
Because remember, but imagine
he wants it at the top.
Yeah, so like Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Imagine Madonna screaming she could out-sing Whitney Houston.
Man.
Yeah.
And then y'all get on the stage and people watching you sing and shit.
Okay, but let me ask you a question though. who do you think would be the over or underdog in that contest?
You're asking me, who is aware of the situation. You're not asking the whole world who thinks, like, imagine Mariah Carey telling everybody she can out-sing Whitney
You
Houston.
don't think some
There you go.
Okay,
Trap.
Mariah Carey.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
There you go, Trap.
That's why your hat came off, because you
There
got
you go,
because
Trap.
like Mariah
Mariah
ain't no
Carey.
way Mariah Carey is Drake.
It's a million. Yes, it is.
No, I'm talking about as far as singing and rapping.
Yes, it is.
I think you had it better with Madonna.
No, it's Mariah Carey.
You nigga, you know you was right with Madonna, because you the first nigga to call Drake Madonna.
No, but that's something different. It's Mariah Carey versus Whitney singing. It's gonna be a lot of people that think Mariah Carey could out-sing Madonna.
No, you just know this is going for this argument. That's why you using Mariah.
No, it's not.
Because it is gonna be a bunch of niggas who think Mariah can sing.
I'll sing Whitney.
Yeah, it's
People
gonna be a
really
bunch of
think
niggas
that.
for sure.
And that's kind of where it was, but Mariah has different access to everything else because she's Mariah Carey. She look like a white lady. You know what I mean? It's just different. And Mariah get busy.
That's
But
it right
if you
there.
put her
She
on
does.
stage, you know what I mean? And if you put her on stage next to Whitney Houston, and then people see it,
Acapella, just acapella.
I'm
It's
your
just over.
lady tonight.
It's just
Acapella,
over.
That's it. No music,
over.
no.
and they just start singing.
Whatever you want from me.
It's just going to be levels, and that's the thing, and that's what happened. It was like,
All right, see.
yes, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, what does Mariah Carey gain? A couple more people thinking she could sing? People think Mariah Carey could sing.
Mariah Carey can't sing though.
But Mariah Carey just didn't have no sing-off against
Whitney.
another singer and got washed. Like we gotta talk. We act like
She
Drake didn't go against Pusha T and got his ass
He didn't
spanked
go against
to get
Pusha.
BTA.
He didn't go against Pusha T. He's gonna always say he skipped the battle.
Niggas know that he lost. When Pusha T, that was like a first round knockout.
And guess what it meant? Nothing.
I mean,
Nothing. It meant nothing.
but when it come to battle and rap, we thought like, okay, well, this nigga just got Pusha T just walked all over him. He didn't respond to Pusha.
And that's Pusha
Well, he's
T.
gonna do the Drake.
Pusha T
I mean, we're
is-
gonna do the Kendrick.
But you said us who know. There was like people thought that. And guess what Drake did? He was smart. He said, man, I'm not finna battle this nigga. I'm finna give him a different level of exposure.
Okay, so look, say it's a big fight coming up, and they fight against somebody who you think that can be, because we all fans of fighters. Like when my favorite fighter of all time, Sugar Ray Leonard. When Sugar Ray fought Hagler, I thought there was no way he could beat Hagler.
Sure.
And I'm a fan of him. I think that's how people looked at Drake when he went against Meek for a minute. I like Drake as a rapper.
yeah, yeah.
I thought he was cool. I thought he was dope.
I was interested to see if he could beat Meek at that time.
But I was a little skeptical on that. I
Sure,
was like,
because Meek had a
Meek
reputation for battling.
Yes, and I was like, he gonna destroy Drake,
And he got busy.
and he got busy.
But what I'm saying to you, Coach, is he gained everything at that point. He gained all the cultural cachet.
He did.
He had the, and don't get me wrong. Let's say his cultural cachet was at, let's say he could peak out at 8, which is a lot for a nigga that never grew up in the culture. Like, right? You can get 8. You can get up to 8. Not 10, but 8. Meek Mill, you at 6.
Wow.
Like he got 6. He went from 0 to 6. And I mean 0. He had no cultural cachet. He got 6.
He was
nigga,
going for them extra 2 points against K-Dot.
It was not worth it because you lost.
He was
10.
going. So there you go. That's what he wanted to gain. He wanted to gain them extra 2 points from you. He wanted them extra 2 points.
What happened with Meek Mill's cachet when he got beat by Drake?
It fucked him up. Niggas wasn't fucking with Meek Mill.
So Meek was on a 9, it dropped him to a 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man, Meek was on a 10.
10.
Dropped him to what?
Meek culturally was a trap. Meek culturally is a 10.
That's a
Prime
fact.
Meek was a 10, nigga.
And after the Drake battle, what was he?
4.
Damn.
What was he?
Right
Trap?
now,
he kind of got it back when he came from jail though.
He called him. He called
Right
him.
now, academic play with Meek Mill.
Glasses called him a TOC.
Prime Meek Mill, nigga wouldn't even have been playing with that man name like that.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
so after that fight with Drake, that battle with Drake, it's over. They don't care. Okay.
Matter of fact, I take that back. It's 1 point, coach.
Okay.
1 point. He go from 7 to 8. So that's nothing. It's nothing. He had nothing to gain. You had all it there. It's not worth that. Because guess what he lost? He lost all culture cachet. Now he lost his relationship with the business. Now he lost all this shit. Like every special thing that was happening is done. People keep talking about him going number 1. Nigga, that's his past catalog.
Yeah, you're right. He's been.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about this new shit. This new shit coming and going. Nigga, drop the song with that little English man and shit rapping.
That shit
Niggas,
fire.
that shit came and went.
That shit fire.
And Trap love it, but that nigga ain't finna play that shit because that ain't cool to play. So much of this shit is built off what's cool. So much of this shit is built off of what's cool. They made that nigga not cool. Like that nigga dropping great records. That record where he whining the shit, what did I miss? That's a cool jam. I'm not playing that shit. Nigga, you look like a sucker right now. He just dropped the song with that little English man, the Central C.
You better not talk about
Man,
that.
I'm not playing that shit.
better not talk about that. That shit fire.
I'm not
That shit
playing.
fire.
And I know it's fire because
Which one?
because
Which one? Don't ask me
Run
that.
around, bring you around. Let's go.
Drake always make
That's
fire
crazy.
records, but they made it not
I'm gonna go
cool.
listen to it.
They made him not cool.
That shit
The
fire.
thing that Drake got Drake on is Drake is probably one of the great. He's for sure the greatest record maker that made rap songs.
That Drake make fungus music. Like,
Yeah, what's that mean?
because when which one came out at first, I was like, ugh. But it like fungus, it grows on you. Nigga, all Drake music eventually grow on your ass.
He is a record making animal, but guess what? They made it not cool. And the problem is now I just see you and I'm gonna tell you to be honest. This is the problem with marketing, right? The problem with marketing is I saw you lie to these English people. I saw you lie to these English people and tell them they got the best lyricists.
He's English now, man. He has to say that.
Right? So now it waters down your song with this little English man. It fucks it up. I don't even care about hearing. Now if I hear it, I'll be like, I bet you it jam. I heard it once.
Okay, Glasses.
I'm not playing that shit no more. You're not finna play me, nigga. You gotta do something else.
I got a
That nigga
question for
Central
you,
Street was
Glasses.
tight on that shit too.
Central Secret rap.
Is
You
it
got-
Drake or
You got junk in the
Drake?
trunk. To the bump.
You think it's Drake or do Drake got a team?
Drake got a team, but I think Drake is at the front of his team because
Telling them what to do
Jay
and
Prince was
everything?
at the front of his teams, he would have changed that shit.
Hey, but okay, let me ask y'all a question then.
Never happened.
Okay.
But we talking about what Drake could have gained or what he lost, and so, but this rap battle, in my opinion, Drake didn't lose shit from the rap battle. Drake lost everything from him going to Tattletale.
But that's what he lost from the rap battle.
If he would have lost
The
his
rap battle made him
battle,
go tell. The rap battle
You
made
know-
him go tell. That's what he's saying. He's saying the rap
Relax.
battle made him go do that shit.
I need protection like glasses protect dots from cats. Bed is super expensive. Why would I don't need to protect Dot, man. Listen, anybody at this lunch table will tell you I'm critical of Dot like anybody else. That's my nigga, bro. You don't need me. I don't need to prop him up. Nigga, that nigga earned it himself. I buy his shit like everybody else, nigga, and I give him my opinion on what I think. Nigga, I ain't finna ask him. Trust me. One thing you can do, ask that little nigga, he gonna tell you, nah, G ain't gonna. I don't do none of that. None of that shit, Lex. I just don't do it. Like, that's my nigga for real.
can we consider Drake losing shit if he threw the shit? Drake took shit and burnt it. Like, Drake didn't want the shit. I mean, Drake threw the shit away. Drake didn't. If he would have lost this battle, I think, man, when he like you said with the Pusha T situation, it didn't mean shit. If he would have lost his battle to Kendrick, I think because, like my point earlier, because I think niggas thought Kendrick was gonna watch him anyway. If he would have lost his battle and put up a good fight, he could have took this shit on the chin and came back and been fine.
You could lose a battle, Coach. Biggie lost a battle to Tupac. Didn't even battle.
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
Cut it out,
So you
bro.
don't argue.
He didn't
I'm
lose
not
no
doing
battle
this
to Tupac,
argument.
bro.
I'm not. I'm
Lose
telling
a battle
you.
to Tupac.
I'm telling you, you cannot answer a
coming.
battle and be just fine. You don't have to answer every battle. That's a lie. Trap lying. They just
He
want to
didn't
see
lose no
blood.
battle to Tupac, B. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Cut that shit out. He didn't lose no battle
You
to
can
Tupac.
lose. You cannot battle people. J. Cole lost a battle. Like he didn't battle. Like, look, bro, you just got to make records. If you make records, you'll be fine, bro. Just make
Ice
the
Cube
shit.
lost a battle to Common too, right? Use
Sure.
that. Use that example. Use that
Why
example.
not? And it didn't matter. He still
Yeah.
ended up going to have platinum albums. He still
You
ended up
gotta
having the biggest films. All of the above.
But this is my point though. So Drake I think Drake would have lost his battle and he would have been fine.
But I keep telling you, the problem is
He's
he's not the culture. So it's different when he loses something. That's why I'm saying he had nothing to gain because that only matters to us.
What did he lose from the Pusha T situation? Nothing. He lost nothing. I'm telling you, he would have came back like Sagat after he lost his battle. He would have been in a war. He would have came back with some war wounds. And how we look at Sagat, he ain't in Bison, but we look at him like he's hard though, like he tough, he dope.
And that's my favorite fighter to fight with on Street Fighter.
Yeah, for sure.
But the point I'm saying to you is he had nothing to gain because that was nothing he cared about.
Okay. As far as the gaining thing, like I disagree with you there, but fine. Okay, I'm cool on the gaining. I'm talking about the loss, what he lost though. I don't know if he lost anything from the battle
because
except for his mind.
But that's the problem.
Like nigga
Problem
went crazy.
He ain't lost his ability to make records, but now you see the records tainted. You see the records goofy. Like you right. Like the What Did I Miss song? I heard it one time. I was like, man, this thing jamming. I never want to hear it again because guess what? Like you miss your act. Like it always goes to that.
But you know what I
Then,
think
like,
happened though?
Central C song. Like he fucked up the Central C song. Right? You know what happened? He lost his cool, bro. And he already wasn't a cool nigga.
I'm gonna tell you what fucked up the Central
He
Sea.
already wasn't a cool nigga.
Hey, the shit that fucked up the Central Sea song for me is y'all niggas. Y'all fucked up the Central Sea song for me because we came up here
talk about them English
yes,
people.
exactly.
And you heard it. You listened. You was like,
nigga,
oh, I see what they're talking
came
about.
in here. No, actually, when we talked about Drake leaving the country and trying to look for another country and shit, and then it came out rapping like that, nigga. I said, oh my god, it made it so corny. I was like, this nigga looking for a home.
Yeah, my man said, Joe, what accent? He said, yeah.
Even the greatest things trap that make him great. Feel me? Like he's a record maker, bro. He's a fucking fantastic record maker, bro. He's the best one to ever make rap songs. He is like I was explaining to somebody earlier.
Talking about he's the best one to make rap songs. Be like, what are you doing?
No,
You
the best record maker in rap music history.
If you don't stop, bro. Like, what is this you doing, B? Right, what do you mean he's the best person to make? You just mentioned Tupac before. Tupac made Dear Mama, B. Keep your head up, B.
I'm not talking about the most.
He made the best pop rap songs. You saying?
I said he's the best record maker to make rap songs.
No, he's not.
Trap, let's agree on that now. Come on,
no, he's not.
I ain't gonna argue about that. All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, look,
I'm about to bring up some New York rapper.
No, I just said Tupac made Dear Mama. Keep your head up.
There's nothing wrong with saying Tupac made Dear Mama. I'm talking about the fact that this motherfucker got all these rap songs that chart and do well.
So you believe in those charting shit, Steven? You believe all those 84 charting singles that's in the top 10 is like really organic, great records that made it to the top 10?
But no record is organic and great.
What do you think? How great you think you think Tootsie Slide is?
Great.
I think it's a pretty
That's a great song.
I mean, I don't think it's one of his better ones.
That's
I'm going to smoke. I'm going to smoke. I'll be
He's
back.
the most accomplished record maker that make rap songs.
All right, I agree with that. All right, cool. All right.
Boom. He's the most accomplished record maker to make rap songs. How about that?
I don't agree with that because
the
numbers is cooked, B. You're not going to do the numbers is cooked.
This is why you and Glassy get on my goddamn nerves. Y'all get on my nerves with this shit.
I'm just trying to make it not an argument.
Because y'all niggas get on my nerves with this. The masses gonna tell you guys who makes good songs. We gonna tell you who make good songs.
I'm saying I'm listening.
That's why Drake is the best song maker.
Shout out to
in
Tyson
rap.
Garcia. Drake's a song structure thief. I agree, but that's part of great record making.
The great barrier thief.
Michael Jackson is a great song structure thief. Like great record makers, most of them kind of are like that. You know what I mean? It's funny. Like, it's all about familiarity. It's weird, but that's not the point. I don't want to get caught up there.
Okay.
What I'm saying is he lost his leadership in the space.
Okay. Do you think anybody thought he was a leader?
Hell, everybody talks about they were following him to make records.
Okay.
Everybody. They all made records. He made producers huge.
Okay.
Like a bunch of niggas. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, but he lost that. And losing the battle cost him all this because now he has to protect all of this.
Why you think? I don't know if the battle cost him that or did the fact that this nigga went to go snitch.
But you're missing the point. This is always what he does. Like he did the same thing with the Pusha T, but
not to this magnitude though.
No, what happened was they just took the song down.
Okay, so
in the Pusha T battle, like
so
they got.
I think
a
lot of the like I think that a lot of us are not as educated as you are on what Drake does after you lose battles.
Well, I mean that it's kind of public, but even if you look, he told Interscope, he told Universal, who owns Interscope, he said, "Hey, if you take the song down, it's causing harm to my life." That's what he said. I'm just saying.
That.
And then when they wrote their whole contract, they said they wrote the whole petition. They was like, my house got shot up, insinuating this over the song. My kids getting bullied because of this song. This is him, not me.
I agree with you, but
I'm saying this is why he shouldn't be in a rap battle. He did the same thing with Pusha T. Pusha T brought the son. It cost him a deal with, I think, one of them companies. You know, they had a rollout or something. I don't know, but I'm saying, Coach, like this keeps happening because this is not your thing. Now you got the Meek Mill shit off. You gained culture. You went from 0 to 7. Maybe your highest is 8. Maybe your highest is 7 because I really genuinely think you don't convert anybody if you beat Kendrick in a battle.
But I don't know. Maybe
I don't think your shows get any bigger because you got the biggest shows in the history of
I
rap
don't
music.
know.
You have the biggest shows in the history of rap music. Like he has the biggest shows in the history of rap music.
I know, but they might
Like he got the biggest records. He sold the records. He got the biggest number one. He got 13 number ones. He got all the biggest shit.
And okay, so I can't argue with you there because I agree. I don't necessarily agree with you there because I don't know if he could have got bigger. I don't know. It didn't happen. He lost. So we can't even, that we can't say if he gets bigger or not.
I'm
So
just saying, what other venue would he do?
maybe in his mind, he gets bigger. Financially, maybe
I know
maybe
that's what
he
I'm
thinks.
telling you. That's not true. And he knows it's not true. I'm telling you this for a fact, for sure. He knows he could have not got bigger after this battle.
I don't know, man. And then on top of that, I'm telling you, after he beat Meek Mill, maybe he's chasing that high again.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's not about gaining anything. Like at that point, it becomes ego. And the two things that don't mix is ego and money. And that's why he lost the fucking shit. He lost it all off of false pride. And it's false pride.
He did go crazy.
It's false pride because he didn't need it.
And
False pride.
and hindsight, bro. Like I said, you giving us a good hindsight argument. Like, yeah, we could right now. We all see it happening. This nigga unraveling. Like we get it. But I'm just saying, initially when it first started, I don't think all this was going through his mind. I don't think he was like, all right, what if I lose this battle? I think he was thinking about what I gained from winning, what I can get from winning this battle. I can get, in his mind, probably some more cultural cachet. Probably become a bigger artist. I don't know. You saying this fact that he didn't think that, but I don't know.
I know he did. I know for sure he didn't. I know that for sure because we all know that.
And
everybody
then
know.
the unrivaled king of rap in to him. Maybe this is the kind of stuff he was chasing and he wanted.
I'm not saying he wasn't chasing that. I'm saying there was nothing to gain.
Well, if you chasing something, what he was trying to
No, you just want something.
catch something. He was trying
It
to
may
get
not
something.
be something that gains, that gives you more. It just gives you something that you want. Like it may not be, and really, if he thought that there was more cultural cachet, street urban cultural cachet to get, then that's his mistake as well. It's all false.
No, for sure he made mistakes.
No, the mistake is
This ain't even no debate
you
right
take these kind of
Ain't no
fights
talk.
when they can benefit you. You take fights when they can benefit you. When you get to this level, you take the fights when they can benefit you.
But I feel like when you're talking about benefit, you're just talking about financially benefiting
I'm
him.
talking about any level of benefits where you could see it, not the sense of like, hey, I beat this person in rap. Like that.
Like you used the perfect word earlier, tangible. You're talking about tangible.
Because it had to, because other than that, if it's just I did it to say I can do it, or if it say I did it because I tried, then you wouldn't have to sue him.
But it just sounds crazy to me that you would use that because you're not a tangible dude. That's not. And I'm saying like G, and I love that about G.
But
like,
I'm also a fool, and we grew up in poor places. I don't have $100 million. If I had $100 million, I'll pay somebody to punch that nigga
you
in the
don't
face.
want $100 million. Like that's
I'm not doubt. I'm saying, but if I had that, I'm not going to go punch somebody in the face on Twitter no more because now I have something.
No, you're lying. This is a lie.
No, I'm not going to punch him on. I have somebody punch him in the face on Twitter. Now that don't mean that I may not punch somebody in the face if we see each other.
You are
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Here goes number 2 crazy thing you said. You are. This is
telling you.
G.
If I had $100 million, I'm not punching nobody in the face.
You
over
are
Twitter
punching
comments.
that nigga yourself.
I'm
You might
actually
have
not
somebody
even-
else find them for you.
I'm actually not even gonna get off. I'm gonna actually get off Twitter with $100 million. I'm not even tweeting you. Nigga.
I gotta see this shit.
I ain't even tweeting you.
I would
niggas
have
no
to
more.
see that.
I'm not even tweeting you
can't
niggas
believe
no
you.
more.
I can't
I'm not
believe
even on
you.
Twitter with 100 million. The hell I am. I'm not Elon, nigga. I'm off. I'm not tweeting. Somebody will tweet for me.
This nigga is talking crazy.
I'm not tweeting. The battle was a bad fucking move.
Yes, hindsight it is. It's terrible.
No, not hindsight.
It was terrible.
Going into it was bad. You had nothing. You didn't need it at that time. It wasn't gonna give you nothing special.
And I give you credit because you said this at the beginning of the battle. You did say it. You are right about what you thought about this battle. Like you definitely thought he had nothing to gain. You thought even if he won it, didn't matter.
Yeah, it just was
so
bad.
you are right. But I
Hold
just
up.
think that he thought, okay, go ahead.
Listen to is it Bass or Boss? This is J. Cole's artist. My 2 cents, Ebro is amongst the most. Drake is amongst the most, if not the most inclusive of artists our culture has put forth. Pushed countless rappers to the forefront, dancehall artists, Afro beats artists, R&B artists, reggaeton, older artists, newer artists. I don't get this culture narrative that's persistent since the battle. If it's a Canadian thing, Toronto is an hour flight from NYC. I'd argue their culture and ethnic makeup is more akin to NYC than pretty much any city in the States. NYC, Toronto, London are triumvirate culturally. Surely it's not his pen. He's arguably the greatest writer of a generation. So what is it? It's the culture, brother. Listen, New York City is very special.
For sure.
It is unlike any other place. I agree. London has some things that are like it. And New York City's culture is very much emulated off, or is built off of London's back. Shout out to Toronto. It is close and it is kind of the same, but it's not. It's not. It's different. There is no place like New York City in the world. And I'm telling you this as somebody that has been places just like you, my boy. There is nothing like New York City. I've never nowhere. I don't care. I can go to Tokyo and see some shit, but it is not like there is no place where poor and wealthy people are on top of each other like in New York City. There is no place where everything in a pot gets seasoned like it does in New York City. Nothing, nowhere like that. That's why New York City could have only been birthed, seeded and birthed in New York City.
Hip hop.
There is no place. I was on the C train. I tell this story. I was on the C train going from Hell's Kitchen, which is like Midtown Manhattan, to Harlem. Harlem is Uptown Manhattan, and you take the C train. And it's like you go up to 127th. I'm on like 50th or something, somewhere like that. I'm having a hip hop conversation with a man at the station where you get on the train at. This man's from Brooklyn. He recognized me. We chopping it up.
Okay.
I mean, we getting busy. Boom, we having a conversation. We get on the train. A dude from Harlem get in a conversation about hip hop. It's about, we talking about academics, no jumper, artists. This white man coach gets in the conversation. This man is probably worth about $200-300 million. And I'm not saying that because he's a white man. I just know white people with money. I've seen it a million times.
Just see it.
He jumps in the conversation. Two white girls who look like they live in Jamaica Estates where Trump and them grew up at, they jump in the conversation. Then another brother from Harlem jump in the conversation. And we're just having this big conversation on the C train headed uptown about hip hop. That's not happening in Toronto. That's not happening in London. It's not even happening in Los Angeles. It's happening in New York City. So I get it. Yes, Toronto molded some things around New York City. Yes, there are some light comparison, but nigga, Toronto is not New York City, and Drake is not like a nigga from New York City. It's a different thing. Like culturally, it's not just Toronto. It's where you grew up at in Toronto. That's the difference. I can't say the same thing about New York City. You grew up in New York City, you in New York City. Period. There ain't nothing to talk about. That you gonna get it. Toronto, there's places where you can grow up in a different culture. Mike D and them grew up in the Jewish community, but guess what? It's in New York City. So them motherfuckers is as New York people. Where Drake grew up at is a Jewish community. It's not necessarily like growing up in New York City. So again, it's not like that. It's all about the culture. That's where the conversation comes. People were awoken. They listen to Kendrick. It's like, damn, I never chipped off of this. And he did rap. You trying to act like you trying to free the slaves. Boss, you would have never said that. You know why? Because you fucking know. You would have never said, you rap like you trying to free the slaves. You trying to get the slaves free. You know why you use shit like that? You don't get it.
That was bad.
You don't get it. And that's why culturally he's different. That's not to say he's not a brother. His father is a brother from Memphis. But he is not. And whatever his father did, his father failed, because there's no way no motherfucking body from a descendant from a Memphis nigga need to be saying you rap like you trying to get the fucking slaves free.
I'm glad you said that. His father don't get enough flack for failing as a daddy.
I mean, Drake did say his pops wasn't around, but nigga, there's no way as a Memphis nigga you should be letting your son walk around here and say you rap like you trying to get the slaves free.
Absence is a part of failing as a father.
That shit crazy. So that's what's different. A Boss, or is his name Bass?
I think it's Boss.
Boss, right? That's the difference, Boss. The difference is, fool, you would have never in your life, as a dude from New York with ethnic connections to all kind of other countries, would have said to another nigga in a battle, you rap like you trying to get the slaves free. That's a cultural disconnect. That's why this is all happening, because the veil is lifted and you can see like, oh, this motherfucker is a brother. Like he is black, but he is different.
He ain't black.
It don't matter if people thought the bars. Nobody would tell nobody black you rap like you trying to get the slaves free. It don't matter if it's a witty bar. It strikes home. You don't talk. That's the point. That's a cultural disconnect.
That's like culturally clueless.
You don't like. We get it. Yes, there's a lot of things going on in the diaspora, issues, wars, but you don't say that shit.
That was like H&M having that shirt with the coolest monkey in the.
And it's not just that bar. It's an overall look at everything that he sees culturally. It's just different, and that's fine, bro. He grew up in Jewish culture. That shit fine. But it's okay to say that too. And you can see that it's a different kind of culture with this man behaves once that mic is off. And now you can see it with that mic on. You can see it with that mic on. So that's the problem, bro. Like, it's not about, niggas ain't just pick up a thing to disrespect Drake, bro. Drake just fucked up. And somebody watched him. Yes, P, people have said things about slave lines. Yes, people have said whips and chains like slaves, but ain't nobody ever told another nigga in the history of niggerdom, you rap like you trying to get the slaves free. In the history of niggerdom, P, and y'all gotta stop with the trying to cape and, oh, it's a slave line. That ain't no motherfucking slave line. What the hell is wrong with y'all? That ain't no slave line. That ain't no.
What's the other line he said about the twerking with the dictionary in their hand shit though?
Like, even that is just weird. Like, I get it, but I'm not tripping. But that's rap like the slaves free shows he is clueless. He is ignorant and really
rap like he trying to free the slaves.
That's just crazy. Like, what the fuck? I remember I heard that, and it wasn't just a bar, but it's the mind that goes into that thought. Trap like nobody would say no shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, boss. So it's not to take away from his other gifts. Shout out to everybody who's making a great point that, you know, I get it. Y'all said Drake still, but that's kind of normal when you make records. Like, I was a creative maker of records. I didn't listen to records, but that's part of making a record. Like Michael Jackson, you know, Billie Jean is I Can't Go For That from Hall & Oates. And My Sharona is what Michael Jackson used to make, you know, Beat It. That's kind of standard. I get it. That man really make great records. But it don't have nothing to do. All that shit cool. It's like, okay, it's like this. You could have been the hardest gangster for 32 years of your life. You could have did everything thorough, street, the greatest shit in the world. Cool. The first day you snitch, all them 32 years is done. And that's what he's experienced.
What I don't like that you doing though is you qualifying as him being the greatest record maker off of numbers and not off of quality.
How do you
because
quality
quality is preferential. Like the records you like, I don't have to like those records. And I keep telling y'all that. It's like when y'all use the term classic. That's all preferential. That's all how you see it. The records y'all think is classic, I don't think they classic.
So does a record have to sell does an album have to sell many records in order to be deemed a classic?
No, but it's a classic to the community of people that it's a classic too.
But then the people that never heard it. So you're saying the people that never heard it, they can't deem it a classic because they never heard it though. But if they ended up hearing it though, they would understand it's a classic though too. They have great ears though.
I don't know if it's great ears, Trap. Like, it's preference. Like, in your mind, you like Snoop never had another great album at the Doggy Style. If you
I've never seen him had another.
Yes, you said till he got to the Neptune. You asked most of us, you said the No Limit. The last meal to most West Coast people.
The No Limit album was okay. It was okay.
Trap, listen. Trap, listen. To us, No Limit. Excuse me.
Top Dog.
Not Top Dog. That's another underrated record. But Last Meal is classic to us.
Last Meal, okay.
That's classic to us. But you didn't know about it. You like, nigga, what?
I know about it. I know about that album.
I'm trapped. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm saying you didn't really see his resurgence till Pharrell. We all thought Last Meal was classic. We all thought the first East Siders album was classic. That was like the biggest thing. That bitch double platinum.
Yeah.
So again,
this is why
all of the preference and subjectiveness about music is cool.
So you got to put it to those numbers then. So numbers determine quality.
No, not quality, Trap. No.
Quality is preference. Like we could all
How's
say what's
quality
quality
preference?
and what's not quality.
How's quality preference though?
Because how is it not? Like I think McDonald's is not quality food, but there's millions of people that would disagree with me.
It's not, bro.
I don't know if quality is preference.
If somebody pull up to you and go, yo, can you point me to the best restaurant around here? You ain't pointing to McDonald's, B.
I'm not, but that's a preference thing.
But you're not gonna point them to McDonald's though, bro. You ain't pointing them to no fast food restaurant.
That's because I don't prefer McDonald's.
Trap, if somebody asked you where's the best place to eat, you might ask them, well, what do you want to eat? You gonna ask them what their preference is first before you send them somewhere.
But I don't think that got nothing to do with quality.
It doesn't have nothing to do with quality.
I think musically quality is preference, but I don't think it's preference when it comes to food though. But musically, I think it's preference.
I'm just saying all of it comes down to what people prefer.
Yeah.
Like if we talk about anything else besides numbers, but you have to put some kind of respect on numbers.
So let me tell you like this, right? All right, look, right. I prefer to listen to hip hop, but I can go listen to rock music and understand when it's great music though. But I prefer to listen to hip hop. I can listen to Pink Floyd and say, yo, this is a great album right here, B. But my preference to listen to is hip hop though, B.
Yeah, but I can listen to the Beatles and think it's shit. I can listen to Pink Floyd, like you said, Dark Side of the Moon, and think it's fantastic. It's preference.
But your preference is hip hop though.
Shout out to Tyson. Glasses, you talk like it's set in stone with your opinion, but when others disagree with their wrong, when you said it's subjective, come on, sir. That's the same thing, Trap. That's the same thing Coach saying. That's not what I'm saying, bro.
No, that's not.
I'm telling Trap. Trap could be talking about the last meal. He could say Snoop didn't do nothing after No Limit. His whole No Limit time was nothing. But there are people, millions of people, that felt like this was this, but it didn't hit him or New York.
You know why? You know why I say that though? This is why I say that though. My thoughts of why I say what I say though is because, and I'm gonna ask you, Glasses, when was the last time would you say that Snoop actually was sitting there putting his thoughts and effort into his rhymes?
Never.
Oh, he didn't do it on Doggy Style?
No. That shit a whole freestyle album. It was just the first time you
heard it. Doggy Style was a freestyle album?
He didn't write. No, he freestyled.
Oh, he didn't start freestyling into Dog Father, probably into No Limit shit. He started freestyling.
The fact that you questioning me on this, you know goddamn well I talk to this nigga.
Right. You told me before that shit started after Doggy Style.
No, I've never in my life told you that shit started after Doggy Style.
So he been freestyling not me. Since he came in the game.
He's always freestyle, dog. That's how he rap.
All right.
That's what make him so fucking great.
All right.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What make a record classic? Is it because a lot of people say it's classic, or
no? What make a record classic? What make a record classic is when an album. That's why I don't believe in instant classic. What makes a record classic when an album stands the test of time. So you can't hear an album right then and go, "Yo, this is classic." No, you have to go back into that album 10 years from the time when the album came out, and it will stand the test of time, and the quality of it stays within the first time when you first heard it. That's okay, what
I got a follow-up question. So if there's an album or a record that you do that to, and it's only you and 5 or 6 other people, is it classic to you, or is it?
No, it can't just be deemed by one person. It can't be.
So it has to be a lot of people that
that could be a personal classic to you, but it has to be deemed. It has to be deemed by the majority. Says, yo, this is a classic album right here. You know what I'm saying? Like the mass has to deem it a classic album. And
I just stay out of that conversation. I just stay out of that conversation.
I can see why you say that. It's tricky
because it's kind of like you're not really gonna get nowhere.
Yeah. I can
see what?
You're not really gonna get nowhere with that conversation. Yeah, you're not really finna get nowhere because it's people gonna think different. Like it's just different. You know what I mean?
But with G saying that when you can't get nowhere with a conversation, it's probably because it's preference.
Yeah, I can't rationalize. Like I'm telling Trap. Like if I'm telling Trap, like in his mind, he like Snoop didn't do, and I'm not talking shit. I'm serious. Like because people did felt like when he left with No Limit, I've heard that, and I'm like, bro, these albums were big. Like Lay Low, this is a smash song. Down for my niggas, these are classic songs. This is multi-platinum albums, feel me? All of the above. And Last Meal to us is considered a classic, right? Everybody where I'm around, every circle I ever been into, the East Siders is a classic to people in the circles I know.
But this is why I think it's preference, because like G saying to us, And then you might ask some East Coast people, and is that a classic? They might be like, nah.
That's what it is right there. It's a regional classic.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but even when you think something like I keep telling you, the way you feel about Illmatic, that was a regional idea.
Not
you
a
just
regional
can't
classic.
believe it because it's hard for you to believe. But I'm telling you, it didn't even sell enough records to be a national idea.
It's not a regional classic though. You don't
See, I
have
trap
to
how you,
sell-
but trap, you can't just say that
You
and
don't
then I
have
can prove
to
it to
sell
you in
records,
sales.
All right, so let me ask you this then, right? So you like to talk about cars. So what makes a car a classic?
I don't get it. I just told
What
you I
makes
pretty
a
much.
car? What makes a car a classic?
I'm not giving y'all. Listen,
You're a car person.
I'm
B.
letting y'all.
What
Tyson,
makes the 64 a classic?
I have no
64
idea why
classic.
y'all think it's a classic. I told you I have abandoned the concept of classic. Y'all have ruined it for me.
So
I have ruined it for me.
Us earthlings have ruined it for classes.
Y'all have
it
ruined
doesn't
it.
mean when something will
Us
stand the
humans.
test of time.
Fluid for
Y'all have ruined it
still
for me.
able-
So look, whatever Trap says a classic is a classic. I'm saying I just stay out of it because y'all have ruined it for me.
I have broke down what a classic is, though.
That's cool. I'm all in. I'm saying cool. Look. Listen to Trap on classics, not glasses. Glasses don't believe in that shit.
Is a 96 Camry a classic?
Maybe
to a nigga who loves Camrys.
to baby mamas.
Trap, anything after 20 years is considered a classic.
No, it's not.
You know, in
No, it's
Washington it is.
Hey guys, we're proving that classic
Washington
that
it
being a
is.
classic is preference because
No,
we
it's
all
not
got
preference.
4 different ideals of what a classic
And
is.
I just refuse.
No, I just told you
partake
it's when something withstands the test of time, B. When something is able to be looked at and still be great, yo, that's a classic right there, B.
But I'm saying, but
it
Trap,
came
how
out
many
years
people?
ago.
How many people
No,
does it
Trap.
take to withstand the test of time? though?
Trap, you're
if 10
wrong.
people say, "Oh, this withstood the test of time," does that make it a classic now?
Trap, you're
No.
wrong, Trap. You could go
What-
get a classic plates on the 20-year-old car. You could get classic plates on it.
What classic
We
plate?
talking
You
about
mean
the
license
definition.
plates?
We talking about
I'm
urban.
just-
Yeah,
I'm
but,
saying,
he's talking about cars, though.
If
so
you
let's
look
keep
up the
it correct.
definition, Trap, is it going to be a number
talking
by?
about cars,
It's going to be a number by how
not
many niggas?
preference.
Shout out to I Miss Tia because y'all make classics anything, and I'm just staying out of that shit, Miss Tia.
I don't make classic.
That goes
anymore.
back to
Tyson,
preference.
see, Tyson, you said my opinion. My opinion is I don't have no ideal classic. I'm not giving you shit. I'm out of it. I like the records I like, and y'all can like the records y'all like.
But that's where
That's
how
a
everybody is.
Acura Legend is a classic. That's a fact.
See?
Acura Legend is a classic.
a
Ain't no
classic.
classic to me. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
No, it's a classic car
I
because
drive by Acura Legends all the time and never
no,
stop
you
to
don't
see them.
drive an
Never.
Acura Legend.
Like, what?
You
Why
know,
would I
a gold
watch
Acura
That's
Legend
classic
with
by
some BBs on
definition
it.
of what
That's a
classic car
classic.
is. Not by
That's a
preference.
classic, B.
No, Miss Tia, see, now I said I'm out of it. See, I can't let y'all have something.
845 BMW is a classic, B.
Is it?
89 845 BMW is a classic. That's a
What's
classic
happening
car.
right now?
I don't know,
But see,
you
now
got
we
preference,
just, I'm saying this is all
preference.
preference now.
It's
We
a
just
preference.
saying stuff and this because we like it. Like that's like me saying Thundercats is classic cartoon. Somebody might not even watch that shit. Like, no,
Nah,
you can't
do
just
both.
say what I think. What a classic is preference, and we do got some universal classic shit. We do.
And I'm just staying out of it because I'm not.
Well,
We
what
do
I-
got some
I
universal
like
shit
to
that
do it- I like to do
most
it
people
like
think
this,
is classic.
right? So I like to
You
say it
would
like
say
this,
it
right?
most
You have
people.
good albums, you have great albums, you have classic albums, B.
And that's all preference.
I don't think it's preference, B.
Look, I'm out of it. Whether it is, I don't think y'all gonna ever come to a agreement. So that's one of them things where I try not to even get into it.
I really don't think it's an album I can name that's a classic album that people won't agree with them being a classic. Cause I done took the fat off. Fucking with Glass, I took the fat off. I took the fat off, and I said, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna name everything a classic.
I'm
album.
starting to see why y'all niggas bump heads sometime, Trap. Both y'all niggas is insane. Both y'all niggas are crazy.
No, when I first met Trap and them, they had 2,000 classic hip hop albums. I was like, what does that word even mean? Before I met Trap, I used to half-ass believe in classics. Before I met Trap and Lex and everybody at ADHD, make sure y'all get Clubhouse. Go join the ADHD room. Make sure y'all follow Coach on
Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna get a new Twitter and I'm gonna get a new shit. I'm gonna put that shit up there.
We get Coach.
You gotta come to the Clubhouse too, man. You gotta come to the
I
Clubhouse.
know. I seen some niggas ask me to come. I'm gonna come through.
Before that, I used to think of classics. Like I used to think I knew something about classics. I met them niggas, and them niggas was naming 2,000. Nas got 12 classics.
No.
Jay-Z got 7
5
classics.
Nas got 5.
Outkast got 8 classics. Snoop got 1. Tupac has none.
I
was like, you know what?
has 2 classics. Three.
Shout
He
out
got
to
three. He
Fatima.
got
Thank
three
you for
shots.
moderating. Thank you, Squishy, Fatima, all the homies moderating. Chat has shown up for No Silence by Glass Malone podcast today with 131 likes. That's pretty cool.
That's dope.
I just, when I met Trap in them, they was naming so many albums that was classic. It was like Kanye got 7 classes. I'm like, I stay out of it because at this point, I don't know what a classic is. I would have thought, before I met Trap in them, I thought Nas had 3 classics, 2, maybe 3. I thought Jay-Z had 3. That's what I would have thought. Them was all realistic numbers. I thought Outkast had 1 or 2.
Nas got 6 Lex. He got 6 Lex.
See?
Illmatic, it was written.
Hey, G,
The
did
original
you
I
read the
Am,
super chat and shit?
Stillmatic.
No, it's super chat. Okay. Let me do this last thing. We're gonna go through the super chat. Hey, they said super chat's working. Check that super chat, make sure it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
I ain't seen it. But look, I had a really interesting conversation. We're gonna end with this so we ain't dragging this time because it's been a long time.
Damn,
I had a really good conversation about Run-DMC, and I was trying to explain to somebody why they street. And this goes into that conversation. Is his name Boss Trap?
Who? From where?
Boss, the dude from Toronto that signed. Well, he signed from New York. He signed a Dream deal.
That's what's the name manager brother Boss. Yeah, trying to J Cole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like this goes to Boss' point where he compared Toronto, the ecosystem, to New York's ecosystem. And I get it. I do believe that there was some infrastructure ideas that Toronto and New York share. But culturally, there are some similarities, but New York is this unique place because of, and I always tell Trap this, I don't even think Trap ever really thought about it this way, but I always be like, that's the only place where you could go and everybody gets seasoned with the flavor of the streets. It could be also to do with, there's probably the most street white people in New York. There's a few things that make New York really special as a city compared to everywhere else. And it goes into this conversation with Run-DMC because everybody talks about Run-DMC and they like, a buddy of mine was saying he didn't feel like they were street. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't Run-DMC be street? They from Queens. He like glasses. Everybody in Queens ain't necessarily street. And I'm like, street is usually crime ridden, right? And then street urban culture is the culture created in the places that are crime ridden. People, if you grow up with criminals, if any of your friends was criminals and you live somewhere where like there's rules and that's the thing, you know what I mean? In any densely populated, your ass is probably street.
But wasn't there a rumor that John Snake got killed over drug deals or something?
No, Jay is street for sure. Everybody know Jay.
But,
everybody know Jam Master Jay was from the street.
But that's Run-DMC though. It's the group itself. Though.
I know, but they're talking about Run and DMC.
Oh, individually themselves.
Separated from Jay.
Oh, from the group itself. Okay.
Yeah.
But see, I think this comes to my point about crime, though, dude. All right, hold on. Y'all keep it going. I gotta take this call real fast.
So what I'm saying is, shout out to Revenge. He said, no, street urban culture in Toronto is pop. We've been over this. Street urban culture cannot be pop. It don't work that way, Revenge. I gotta talk to you about this so you can stop saying that craziness. But when I'm saying Run-DMC, if you grow up in Queens, if you grew up in any of them boroughs, you come across the streets too much to not be street. Now, that's not to say you're a criminal. Like a gang is a group of guys in the streets that organize together and then they're willing to do a crime to advance their agendas. To be street is to grow up in those environments and be willing to do a crime to advance your agendas. If somebody stole Run or DMC's chain, they're not calling the police. Friends are going to come see about you. Friends are going to come see about you. And I just thought that was an interesting conversation. Like, we was having the same conversation about different people. And I'm like, it's hard for somebody from New York City Trap to me. Now, it's some people that are more, that are more baptized in the silliness, but it's hard to be from New York City and not be raised in street urban culture. Even the way, to me, somebody like Donald Trump talks, you can see the New York in his attitude. You can see the street in his attitude. You can see the disregard for rules in his attitude, bro. That's the fucking president. There's a disregard for rules in the fucking president's attitude because that motherfucker from Queens, man. If that motherfucker was from LA, he wouldn't be nothing like that. That motherfucker is from Queens, and a lot of times people don't see the New York and even the fucking president's get down. He is a rude, fuck the rules. That's New York City, bro.
For real.
And I can't stress that's how New York City is. That's how it is, bro. And that's what makes it different. Every time I go, I'm always reminded, bro. Every time. It don't matter. I'm reminded. I could be in Harlem. I could be in Queens. I could be in any borough. I'm reminded every time. All these people are way too adjacent in what's happening in the streets.
See, now, I'm me being in New York, I can't really put it towards everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's like because like you go to like certain areas and stuff like that, it is gonna be predominantly, you know what I'm saying, like a white coast, like you know, so you go to Howard Beach or some shit like that, Bensonhurst and shit like that. You might have Jewish communities like that. So, but for the most part, like a lot of times, I think it goes back to like the school system though too. You know what I'm saying? We not separated within school systems. So like when it comes to those people in those areas like that, they still go to school with people. So Howard Beach will go to school with motherfuckers from Far Rockaway. They go to school with, you know what I'm saying? We all end up meeting at a certain location. We have to basically, you know what I'm saying, communicate with each other and like we're moving around the same way though. But it is like you say at times about like the Staten Island thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why you don't be understanding what I be saying. Like, Staten Island might be the only borough that aside from those locations where, because Staten Island is very segregated. You know what I'm saying? They don't mingle with each other. They don't mingle with each other like that. Like the hood stay with the hood and the burbs stay with the burbs like that. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that,
but Staten Island got poor white people that be on the same timing. That's the
only problem. They be with the suburb people though, B.
But I'm saying, they on the timing. You get what I'm saying? Because those timings cross. Like we still name ourselves Capones, we still name ourselves Gottis because there's a connection in behavior when you come up in these places like that. So I'm not saying it's totally just rooted in blackness as much as it's rooted in streetness. Because the tracksuit is mafias as much as his brothers.
I think that happens within the praise of the mafia thing is because everything gets popularized through visuals of seeing them on TV and stuff like that. So it's like they're gonna take something that came across as being cool as something to name themselves after or something like that. Like I said, if they was to put Mansa Musa up on a pedestal, I think somebody would have named themselves after him though. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
I'm not disagreeing, but y'all have Westerns like everybody else.
Yeah.
Trust me, bro. It's a really different connection.
Ain't nobody naming himself George Jefferson, though.
It was on TV.
But I know.
It wasn't street. Listen, no matter what, bro, the reason the Warriors is such a big thing is because it's street. It's 3 niggas in the whole movie. It's a gang.
What was the name of the gang leader, nigga? The one that they were trying to see? Cyrus.
But that was the only black gang.
Why nobody named him so Cyrus yet, B?
That's what I like about the LL album where he did that Spirit of Cyrus. That was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
But what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. It ain't just blackness, right? It's streetness. We just the start of street now. But it's streetness. And that's what I get even when I'm in Staten Island, bro. You're right. I've been in them neighborhoods, but it don't feel like when I go to racist white neighborhoods in Los Angeles, you know, or they wouldn't even call themselves racist, but, you know, them white people are a little bit more flavor. Toronto street cannot be pop. That don't mean that street people in Toronto can't make pop. But the culture of Toronto streets is not pop. Like, people from Toronto streets make pop music. There's people from Los Angeles streets that make pop music. There's people from New York streets that make popular music. But we're not talking about that. The culture of, like, if you talk to Cardinal Official, shout out to the homie Master who just popped in. What up, Master?
I just think it's on.
If you talk to Cardinal Official and different people, it's different. So I think when you're saying the culture of Toronto streets is pop, it's not. It's not. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about not the music. Like, you can make music. Remember, poor black people pretty much made all genres of music. Poor black people too. Poor black people. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what makes New York unique. This is why hip hop can only be seeded and birthed there, dog. That's why it's the only place it could, bro. I never saw nothing like it. Not even Atlanta. It's not like this. This shit different out there, dog. And I done hung out, and it's been probably 18 years since I first went, and I done hung out in every borough at this point multiple times. I done just fucked around and walked. Like me and Trap walking through Harlem. Like it's certain things, bro. Like it ain't like nothing else, dog. It ain't like nothing else, bro. I promise you that shit is like a different thing. It's weird. It's almost like crazy. So, and that's the point where somebody like Run-DMC would still be baptized in the culture. Even if you live in the neighborhoods Trap talking about, you gonna go to school, you know what I mean, with a bunch of people that don't live in them neighborhoods. And you gonna get this even if you don't want this.
No doubt. I agree with you. Because I was listening to some shit about from Eazy-E, and he was talking about how NWA looked at Run-DMC as like a group who they kind of try to pattern themselves off of.
I was just telling Trap and forgive me. I was telling Trap and Lex that's what NWA was.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And most people didn't catch that.
Okay.
I tell you that shit all the time, man. That's the only look that you gotta understand. Like when hip hop was out back then.
Well, they had the Fat Boys. They had
but
Houdini.
what I'm saying is like this though. It wasn't just Run-DMC. It was just that if you wanted to be hip hop and you was emulating, hip hop, you had to look like
to be
where it was
street.
Coming from. Yeah, people.
That is the look.
But
that
people
is the sound. That yelling.
You gonna say they didn't have a street look in LA before hip hop?
That's not. No, this is the point. If you look at the first NWA and the Posse pictures, they look like Run-DMC.
Yeah, but they look.
But what they realized.
What I'm saying is, I don't think that. Hold on. I don't think that they was going along with them trying to. I think they was going along with them trying to look like hip hop, not trying to look like the street stuff.
But you're missing the point. The problem is Run-DMC started to look like the streets.
Yeah.
That's where, and I was explaining to somebody, they brought the streets to hip hop. Now, hip hop is from the streets. But I'm saying when the rest of the world is consuming, everybody else was more like show business. Like if you look at the early Sugar Hill gangs, if you look at the Five, Flash and the Five, the Furious Five, you know what I mean? You start looking at Houdini, they were entertainers. So they dressed
like Melvin and the Blue Notes.
They continued on a history of really expensive costumes, you know, different looks to look eccentric. And here come these niggas from Queens, right? Here come this nigga from Queens and Jay and them, and they fix it and they looked like the streets.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too. I was looking at some shit about Run-DMC because I'm glad y'all brought up this topic. Honestly, that was a dope topic because sometimes people forget how dope Run-DMC was and what they did and what they did for hip hop and shit. Because I was looking at this shit and it was to a man. Everybody was like, street urban wear got to where it was because of Run-DMC. Like Run-DMC made the I'm not gonna say they made the phrase street urban wear, but the people who made that shit dope to be wear street urban wear out like that. Now when I heard that shit, I was like, damn, that didn't. When I thought about it, I was like, when I thought about Adidas tracksuits, I thought about LL Cool J, I thought about Run-DMC. And I thought about them gold chains and them hats and shit. I thought about I thought about Run-DMC and I thought about LL Cool J.
Let me ask you this, right? What would the Kango have been if it wasn't for street urban culture? Like
but this is what you're saying. What would it be without the streets of New York?
I mean, you can't slide from talking about street to talking about New York fashion one moment saying we wearing high heels and now you're talking about we started off the street urban culture shit though, B. Maybe that man might be
off and now y'all trying to kill it. That's the point. Y'all birthed it. Now y'all trying to kill it for some reason.
What the fuck happened? That's the point.
Y'all niggas went from gold chains and Kangos to Ruby Hot to Dorothy's.
That's the point.
The Dorothy Sevens. I don't know,
like
bro.
NWA, if you look at the NWA and the Posse and pictures they took early, you know, before the Posse album, they looked like Run-DMC until they realized they needed to look like these streets. And then here you go with the khakis and t-shirts and the Swisses and the Coach jackets, you know what I mean? And the Raider hats. That was the move. And then that set the precedence of what people wanted to see when they saw hip hop. So there's no world I can imagine Run-DMC not being street. Now, do I think Run-DMC is out here selling dope? No. I'm saying, but everybody in
not
the
all of
streets
them.
don't sell
Yeah,
drugs.
not all
They
of them.
Not all of
resemble, they resemble the
Not all of
street.
them.
They resemble
Rest
the
in peace,
street.
Jay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jay.
That's
Jay
my
was
man too. Jay was my man too.
Jay
We was
was
going to the same
hustling.
barbershop. We was going to the same barbershop together. Jay was my man.
Jay was hustling.
Jay was a
Jay is
good
the real
dude.
deal. Jay is
Nah,
on
Jay
some
was
shit.
the real deal. He was.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like
I'm just
they
saying. I'm
bought-
just saying specifically Run and DMZ.
they brought Jay into the whole situation because that's what he brought to him. He gave them niggas the flavor though, B. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
He
street
didn't want-
cred.
Yeah, it was the street credit and the street and the street persona that they was looking to have. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't looking to look like I said, they the first hip hop artist that was out there, like Sugar Hill Gang and all them, they was looking like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, B.
Man,
Them niggas was wearing rumpers and all that
They
shit,
was
B.
fresh. They was fresh. I
They
ain't gonna
said they was
front.
wearing
That-
rompers.
They had
was-
silk shirts, butterfly
was
collar
70
shirts.
fresh.
They was resembling the disco era, B. That's what they was.
Yeah,
they
they was
was resembling
70s
the
fresh.
disco era, yeah.
Remember they came out in 79. They were 70s fresh because that's how you dress in the music business. Same with
Mel, Mel was looking good.
Nah.
Mel was chilling though. Now Mel was chilling kind of though. Mel kind
even
of was,
Mel used to have some crazy shit
They
on.
came and look like
Yeah.
the village people.
yeah.
But that's how people dress
I
in
know.
the entertainment business. And same thing with who
So I had a
DMZ.
yo look right. It's an ill documentary. It's on YouTube. It was a documentary when like a German people this German dude had came over and was interviewing like people from New York. And Dougie Fresh had the illest shit on the shit. I think I played it one time in the room. Dougie Fresh was just like, yo, listen, man, this is hip hop, and we not trying to be like the people, you know what I'm saying, before us. This is why we go through what we go through right now. It was going on even back in the days. He was talking about the older people. He was like, yo, we not wearing all them tight clothes and all the eyeliner and all that. We wearing gold chains. We wearing, you know what I'm saying, our clothes, you know what I'm saying, the way we look out here in the streets right now. We not looking to look like the way it looked like in Hollywood and all that. Dougie Fresh did some ill shit though, but what he was doing at the same time was basically saying the thing that got carried on within hip hop, that got carried on from the youth every time they talk about the older people though too. You know what I'm saying? It started out.
But I don't think that's a shame. I do think younger people should do something different.
Yeah.
If their life is different.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's not about younger people doing what the older people do. It's about doing something that y'all do. My issue, if I had an issue with younger people in hip hop today, it would be because they don't represent the streets. They start to represent themselves, and it's really selfish. And it kind of defeats the purpose of the movement of us. It's being misused as this personal tool of therapy, and really there's a responsibility that should come with being a hip hop artist.
You don't
have
think the
to-
streets? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I mean, cut you off.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No. I was saying you don't think the streets fashion kind of evolves though, and
Yeah,
don't
I
stay.
do.
the
I
same
don't
way?
think they're supposed to be dressing shit. They look right now, they look like how NWA look. You know what I mean? They tighten up their fits, they do 1,000 things. It's not about that. It's about the fact that when they start doing things where they're starting to compromise the community itself. Like them sandals, like with Rocky. Like nobody in Harlem is wearing them sandals. And that's not a trend he should be looking to set in Harlem anyway. It's not like a slight to him. Like he's in the pursuit of high fashion. Rocky life is different. Rocky is, a fashion icon to people. You know what I mean? So again, I get it, but he does still have to remember he's a hip hop artist. I think Jay-Z does some of the best jobs of any hip hop artist ever, of understanding what he is and what he needs to do to elevate it, versus when people start to compromise it, when they start to wear dresses, when they start to do things that don't fit our belief system.
Do we come across as old fogies when we say stuff like this?
No, because young people don't like them wearing dresses neither. They ain't never said, oh, he got that new dress, I'm finna rock it. Your son never came and said, let me get that dress, daddy, like Thug.
Nah, not once.
You know what I mean? So I think the hip hop, the responsibility of hip hop, it's a burden. Like you're responsible to represent. Like you have to represent. You don't get the luxury of just, all complete self-identity. Like you're stuck having to represent until you're not. And I think the people who represent the most do the best.
Do you think artists can't introduce stuff into the street culture?
I mean, sometimes they can, but most of the times the streets is introducing things into hip hop.
Okay.
Like the tracksuit is a quintessential New York D-boy look.
Mm-hmm.
Not just even brothers.
I was just thinking of stuff like, like say for instance, like Jordan made some shoes.
or Kanye West that make some stuff and then all of a sudden it runs into the culture. And it'd be weird looking, not the Jordans, but like some of the shit Kanye makes. West.
Yeah, but Kanye, when Kanye was doing his thing, Kanye is a really unique case. We always talk about that. He's a really unique case, dog. And to try to figure out his motivation, you would have to probably look a lot. It's probably more surface than we think, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be right in your face that you never pay attention to.
I never feel like Kanye went within a way of like on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kanye just always try to expand streetwear into like a higher fashion like that. I never feel like he never did like no weird shit like no.
Shout out to No Cuz. Timbs weren't made for hip hop; they became hip hop. Exactly.
That's good shit.
That's
good
what
shit.
I'm saying.
Right.
Timbs is like sometimes we look at New York. Sometimes we look at New York and think to ourselves, that's how rappers supposed to dress versus no, that's how the dudes in New York in the streets dress. And then these are guys from the streets or representing the streets, and this is what they look like because this is what their community look like.
Start with the history of Dickies. How did Dickies become, the look of gang members in LA?
Cheap. All my older homies said they used to go, their family used to take them to Huntington Park, HP, and you can get like you used to get 10 pair of Dickies for like $120.
So that was the only reason why, because they was cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the culture in Dickies come in when you crease them, when you start treating them like they're really expensive slacks. You cuff them, you crease them. You know what I mean?
They used to just be work clothes and stuff, when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Just,
But that's what poor people do. They make lemons out of lemonade.
There it is. They make lemonade.
I mean, they make lemonade out of lemons. Yeah.
No, that's facts. And that's what culture, that's what street urban culture is all about. That's what it's all about.
That's a fact.
So No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here, lunch table. Right here on No Ceilings by Glasses Malone. I think we got the super chat back working today. Shout out to everybody who tapped in. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Just dropped the episode coming out in about 30 minutes. It's called Conversations While Standing in the self-checkout. You know what I mean? It's a really great episode. Y'all should check that out when you get a little bit more time. I know we've been here 3 hours, so y'all ain't got to listen to a nigga talk all day.
Might want to.
We do this stream to support that. You know what I mean? And we working on the stream right now. Once Trap get this camera, we working our ass off to get some good stuff going and really get us the correct attention. But you can check that No Ceilings podcast out on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Let me get through these super chats.
Those is all super chats?
Yep, 7 of them. I think he felt his plans were interrupted prior to like that he was planning to X or vacation, or it was a peak control of where his rollout was derailed. Oh, you talking about Drake?
Who you say who was?
He said he felt like Drake.
No, I'm saying who was who said it?
P. Shout out to Homie P.
Oh, okay,
Thank you for the $10, P. Okay. He felt like his plans were interrupted. And that's probably true. I told Trap, like, I do have some insight into it. That's true. But that's not why I came up with this. I genuinely think Drake was not going to do that battle. He knew the same things I'm talking about. He knew it. He knew, you know what? This is not really worth it. This is going to go to another place, and I'm going to give this guy more exposure than he has already. He's already a multi-platinum artist. He already got, 1 or 2 number ones. He already got all the Grammys. He already doing, arena shows. He's a big deal. And
we should have made a bet on that too.
What?
If he was going to battle. Because you straight up said he was no way he's doing
no
this.
way
he said he's not doing this.
And I'm like, look, I could be smarter than Drake. I'm just struggling to believe that. It's not impossible, but
you would have definitely made a better decision.
I'm struggling to believe that because I know he knew that battle was no good. So I stand by this. If you go look at the first version of push-ups that came out,
thank you.
If you look at the first version of push-ups that came out, it sounds different than the second version, and I can hear the lack of breath. I'm standing by AI. Somebody leaked the version. They used the AI version for his verse because I did that for people I write for. They leaked that version. It's the one that had the Tupac sample. They leaked that version. It got great reaction. And Drake saw that and he was like, fuck it. And he put out the real version of the record that he covered. And then he found himself in a situation. And then he found himself like pushing for it. But it was out of like, I don't think that was his intentions. I think he thought about it, he entertained it, but he spent a lot of time like, this ain't worth it. Because I saw him posting on his stories like, yeah, I'm not going to do this. Like he gave so many ways to say, yeah, I'm cool. I'm not going to do this battle. And then all of a sudden this thing leak out of nowhere. And I'm listening, I don't hear the breaths. I'm like, damn, this don't, like he too professional. Even like if it was on a tour bus, I'm like, this dude is a consummate pro, bro. He's 16 years, like 17. He's one of the greatest record makers that make rap songs. It still wouldn't sound like that. It'll be way better than that. Like even when I'm off, I'm nowhere, like I'm just now to me on Drake's level as far as like a record maker and idea of knowing about records. Like I just got here. And even on some verses where I'll be like, nah, it still sound really good because I'm just a pro. It's been 20 years of it's been 23 years of recording and 15 years of recording myself. So I know what to do. So trust me, that first version of Push-Ups that came out with that Tupac sample, and then they switched it and 40 cleaned it up and did his thing and they leaked a really good version. I stand by, and I told Top and Dot this, the reason it didn't go to streaming app is they had to make a deal with the writer. They didn't want people to know somebody else wrote that song, so they had to make a deal. Whoever that writer is, he got 6 figures for that song. Mark my words. He got 6 figures for that song. But also, whoever leaked that song caused his demise. So I would imagine him and Drake may not even be friends or doing business no more. Shout out to Nick. Thank you for the $5. Salute to G and the lunch table. Much love. Wes. Yeah. Shout out to Pete. Thank you for the $2. Tangible, a change of defense and a convo about him. Yeah, it got to be about tangibles, dog. Especially at that level.
Is that Pete?
Huh?
Is that Pete?
No, that's the homie Pete from the Bay.
Okay.
Tangible change. It got to be tangible things at this level of battling. If at Drake's place, even at Dot place, you see Joey was barking. That nigga is like, man, that shit don't make no sense. I ain't never even talked to him about it, but it's like, why would he take that battle? It don't make no sense.
So is that him being Drake and Joey Badass being Kendrick?
Hell no. What?
I mean, it's a difference, but yeah, he like, what? Why is it worth it?
That's what it is, coach. That's what it is, coach.
Yeah, why? No. But you see how it's done correctly. And I always tell you, Trap, one thing none of us got rights to do is let nothing go.
K-Dot was, y'all telling me K-Dot was Joey Badass.
Yeah.
To Kendrick. Yeah. I mean, to Drake.
Unique. Chill out. Let's not even call him Joey Badass no more. His name is Unique. B. Call him by his right name.
Unique. Okay, unique. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call my man. Unique. Whatever you want to call him, man.
Nah, Unique from Raising Cane.
From Raising Cane.
Shout out to Pete. Thank you for that $5. If he didn't battle, you don't think it would have been viewed negative? Yes, he would have got some negative reactions.
But that shit would have wore off. It would have wore off though.
That should have been nigga drop a hit record, nigga. You Drake, nigga. Yeah, so what?
He didn't say nothing to Pusha. He's still Drake.
Yeah, nigga didn't matter. Came back out with another record and
you
Pusha shit didn't matter. Now? It was a joke that we had inside the culture.
You agree with him?
He fixed that with me.
You said who?
Coach agreeing with you right now. He argued with you for 2 hours, and now he's agreeing with you. Coach, you's an ill guy, B.
No, hey,
wow. You know how to count it.
I'm not talking about this hindsight.
Hey, I'm not agreeing with him.
Wow.
I'm not agreeing with him, Trap.
He talking about the hindsight.
Because it's funny. Hey, you know what the funny thing is, Trap? I was just about to say some shit. Right when you said that, I was about to say some shit that made it seem like I didn't agree with him.
Look, if he don't take the battle, bro. If he don't take the battle, yes, he takes a little. He gets less lashback than fucking it don't look as bad as J. Cole's, and J. Cole shit ain't that bad.
I don't think J. Cole gonna bounce back, B. I'm sorry, bro. I got a whole thing on my what's the name from the room we did yesterday.
You don't think J. Cole gonna bounce back?
It's gonna be bad.
Trap, I seen that, Trap.
Hey,
yo,
we need to bring that on Mondays. J. Cole gonna bounce back.
I agree. I seen that, Trap. I seen it on your shit, and that shit was so interesting.
We gonna do that Monday. We gonna do that Monday at noon. Is J. Cole gonna bounce back?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he gonna bounce back. J. Cole is one of the best record makers too in this generation.
Yo, what can he rap about now?
I miss him.
The same dumb shit he always rapped about.
The crooked smile shit.
Yes.
Fuck out of here. Nobody want to hear that.
Shout out to Baseline. Thank you for the $2. Who has the best jokes, insults? Q or Dot? Dot way worse than Q. Q bad.
Q kind of funny. Q. I mean, I don't know. Q
Dot is fucking ignorant, bro. Trap, I'm not lying. I hate that y'all don't know this motherfucker, man.
I don't know.
That
I
nigga
don't
G
really
always talk
know.
about how funny Dot is.
I hate y'all don't know this ignorant motherfucker, man.
Q's
I
a
hate
funny
y'all don't know
motherfucker,
him.
Too. Q's a funny motherfucker.
He is a Q funny as hell, but Dot is a stone cold. All them niggas is really funny.
He a come up on the
So
stream.
Rock,
He come
all
up on
them
the
niggas,
stream,
Rock
man.
don't
He
seem
come
like
up
he
on the
funny.
stream.
Rock funny as a motherfucker too. All them niggas is funny. But Dot is an absolute stone cold fool. That all the time, 1,000 jokes, shit don't stop. So I think I would say Dot. You know, Q is pretty good though. Q might be number 2. Soul is funny too. Soul will be talking shit too.
I believe it.
Shout out to Just Be Yapping. Thank you for the $5. Aubrey wants creative credit like he's Tyler or Yachty, but actually Madonna. He's a vulture that Kendrick unmastered the world and people can't unsee. That is true. He is very much Madonna. And he does the same thing with records culturally. He does.
He is Madonna, if I said.
One
Mariah.
line.
I'm
and I
saying
wanted to
in
say
the battle,
before,
he's Mariah.
No.
one line that was said within Kendrick's line, the superpower's been neutralized, B.
Yeah, that's that line is.
Hey, it's a lot of shit from that battle that's coming to fruition. Like
that's
we
the
seeing
one.
it. That nigga came out. Kendrick looked like the smartest man in rap right now.
Yeah, that shit look crazy. Superpower bit. But thank you for the $5, Jess. Oh, thank you for the $5 again, Jess. Glass, do you think we'll get a Black Hippie album EP or at least a single, or is there no hope like waiting on another Frank Ocean album? You'll get another Frank Ocean album, I would imagine.
When? Frank, what you doing, Frank?
I have no idea. I'm not into Frank.
You don't want to hear Frank. Glasses don't want to hear no Frank.
I'm only saying this shit because I know Glasses don't like Frank. Like,
I don't dislike Frank.
I'm not saying he don't like him. You right. Let me put that on him. But he don't see Frank how we see Frank though.
Definitely not.
You think Frank is Ice?
Frank like Luther Vandross.
You think Frank is JJ Ice, whatever his nigga name is. This is what you think Frank is.
He's one of the best talents. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I think Frank is dope though.
Generational talent. He's a generational
but
talent.
Do you think I get a Black Hippie album EP? Maybe. I mean, to be honest, like I've been saying this about Dot this whole run. I think this was so much energy for Dot at this point of his career. I don't know, like he's gonna need. He can make music in his sleep, but to motivate it to make a collection of songs, like a body of work that he feels proud enough and continuation, I think it's gonna take a little time, if at all. So I think it would be great for him to do the Black Hippie album. So yeah, I believe it happens. I put pressure on him all the time about it. All of them.
That album gonna be fire too.
I think that would be the coolest thing in the world. That would be the greatest story, like end of a story. Like if he ends it with a Black Hippie album, that would be the coolest thing in the world, man. Like to bring it all back to the genesis of it all. I'll be on that album too.
I think he's
be on that album.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope if he was on that album.
That'd be dope on that album. But the Black Hippie album, that would be the greatest thing in the world to for that genesis. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to see, him, do that. Them boys get back together and just really just have fun and make a body of work that's just fun. And people really get to see their personalities pure, you know what I mean? Without any marketing up front, you know what I mean? Without no worried about what people gonna think or how it's gonna work, but just for y'all to know them the way I know them. And I think y'all could get a lot closer if you got a Black Hippie album. You could kind of see how because they bring really the best out of each other as well. They bring like a funness out of each other that you really don't see. Like when they're separate, they do all have unique personalities, but when they're together, it's like a blast to be around them. You know what I mean? They're some of the funnest people I know to be around in the music business, man. Like, and it's just friends. They just great.
You know what was a dope time within hip hop when they was comparing Black Hippie to Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was dope right there. Because it was like, damn, who better, Black Hippie or Slaughterhouse?
That was a real conversation too.
Yeah, it was. But I think
Slaughterhouse didn't do what they should have done.
That's Joe's fault. You
think that's Joe's fault?
Yeah, it's all the way Joe's fault.
Shout out to Just Be Yapping. Thank you for the $5 again, man. Appreciate that, Jess. Thank you, man, for real, from the table. Thank you from the hour. Drake fired off all ops except Yachty, even though Yachty released records with Rocky and YG after they dissed Drake, and now Yachty on tour with Tyler. I mean,
I never thought about that.
That is interesting. I never thought about that. That is interesting.
I think he know Boat is a little bit more pure than everybody else.
Yeah, Boat's one of them niggas though.
Boat is like a pure kind of cool dude. Like he's a bit weird and crazy, but I like Boat. I ain't gonna lie, and I
like
like Boat
Boat
when
too.
he rap on West Coast shit. So you ain't gonna get no Yachty slander from me. You know what I mean? And
I ain't gonna hold you.
I'll do
agree.
it. No, I was playing. I'm sorry.
And
Nah,
I
I ain't
agree,
gonna hold
Drake.
you.
I agree, definitely Drake. I agree, definitely Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like he is kind of overreacting, which is why I said he didn't size up losing, which is why I know he never measured what he had to gain off of this battle. Because if he sized it up, I think he did, but then he got lost in the moment. He knew it wasn't worth it. I'm telling you, he just knew it.
I think when you are high and mighty like that, you don't think about losing. He just didn't factor in that there's another side of this coin. And when he lost, he threw a goddamn tantrum. And when you throw a tantrum, you don't know.
Yeah, but you can't think you're not gonna lose if you just lost.
I think Drake look at that battle like he didn't participate.
No, he know. Drake is
I
not.
think he feel like I
Drake
didn't
is not
participate in that
delusional the
battle.
way everybody think. He's very cognitive that Pusha T beat him in the
I
battle.
don't know, man. I don't know if Drake is on. I think a lot of different stuff about Drake now. Like he seems a little off.
Shout out to Baseline. Thank you for the $2. FaceTime Dot every night until he makes the Black Hippie album. I'm crying.
That's a fact.
That's crazy right there.
No, I'm not gonna put that much effort into it. I got shit to do. New single. So again, finally I got it in the queue August 19th. It's gonna be a pre-order. I think the pre-order date go up on the 11th. It go up on the 11th.
Next Monday, right?
August. I'm gonna need them pre-orders, man. Need the pre-orders.
Pre-order.
On August 11th. So yeah, man. I would like for Dot to conclude this run with a Black Hippie album.
I agree.
And a perfect
think it's
world,
gonna
I would
happen.
get that Black Hippie album.
Hey, just one quick question, because I didn't even this some shit I didn't even know. I didn't know this shit was even. I didn't know you about to drop this shit on 19th. Which is it still the same song?
Yeah, the one with Jurassic 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got Jurassic 5 back together. I ain't got to make it no secret. I got Jurassic 5 back together. I got like possibly the greatest, top 3 greatest backpack groups ever from the West Coast.
Fire.
You know what I mean? Possibly top 3, top 5 if nothing else. Feel me? Greatest hip hop groups from the West Coast ever back together. Me, Joey Deuce, the whole, our clique. You get to see gangster rap mixed
110.
with backpack rap, so you can see the kind of the real, like this hip hop shit we've been talking about. You could kind of see it when we all together. You know what I'm saying? So it comes out on the 19th. We get a pre-order up on the 11th. So it's
Shit,
gonna be
fire.
good. Man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's fire. Fire. I can't wait till the 11th now.
Yeah.
Like now, nigga, I'm pre-ordering my shit. I want to pre-order my pre-order.
Man.
Wow. Shit, fire.
We out here, man. We see y'all.
Wow.
Oh, don't forget. So Monday, we doing a J. Cole. Can J. Cole bounce back? That's gonna be good, Trap. You got to bring all your guns. You got to bring all your stuff.
I'm
Bring
gonna
all your
let you
stuff
know.
because I didn't think he was gone. I had a pre-order link for y'all on the 11th. That'll be not
Next
this
month.
Monday
Not
coming
this
up,
Monday,
but the
next
following
Monday.
Monday.
Following Monday.
So I see y'all Monday. Much love. Get at me, man. We already on Clubhouse or on X or something. Fuck around.
Trap, don't come
All right.
back next Monday with no goddamn Tupac slander.
Might
Like,
just
what the
do
hell?
that.
Hey, before we leave, hey Trap, one quick question. Just give me if it's dope or not. The Jonah Lucas diss back to Skepta. Dope? No.
I like
The second half of it. The first half of it, I wasn't really feeling. The second half of it, when he really started changing his flow up and shit, he went kind of crazy on that nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, that shit was
That
kind
shit
of
tight.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was
Second
kinda
half,
dope.
I ain't like the whole thing though. I ain't like the whole thing. The
I like
artwork
the
was
whole
dope.
thing.
The
It does start
artwork was
off
dope
slow.
too.
It does start off slow. I sent that nigga message. I said, about time you got mean, dog. About
Man,
time you
yeah,
got
I'm
mean,
with
bro.
you, Glasses.
Stop
I'm with
playing
you.
with this shit.
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Stop playing with this shit.
I thought you said chick.
Don't play
He
this
might have
shit.
put
No.
he might have put a little bit of seasoning on that.
Yeah, you can taste the shepherd pie all in that motherfucker.
Yeah, shepherd's
Much
pie, a
love,
little bit of
y'all.
seasoning on it.
I'm cold.
All right.